And for Estral, by denying the Aurora away as well, could be a solid start for Estral to try and put their best footing forward. Tigres, are they gonna borrow from the disguised playstyle, going for a hyper carry for Virus and just put a lot of trust into him to try and carry out this game? But, you know, the ban or the hover always can get you. It's just a slam with the Galio. And the last time that we saw this matchup between Sky and Cody in the LRM playoffs, it was a massive CS advantage from Cody. But once again, like we said before, Sky's able to maximize his contributions in team fights.
That's right, and I really like this hover. I kind of would like the Poppy if that ends up going through. A lot of dashes that you could be negating. It would obviously be Poppy support, could be Poppy top, but Shintalex is not, traditionally a top laner until he subbed in for this tournament. That would be amazing if he pulled that off. But instead, it's going to be the Corki. I think something mobile, something DPS oriented, going to be really important into SDM's comp thus far, because they are hunting for hit mark.
And for Estral, as you mentioned, the Corki being locked in for Ghost. It's not the longest range marksman in the game, but it is one that Ghost can have a little bit, at least a decent amount of independent agency. He can determine for himself whether a fight looks good or not. Is going to be the game plan for Estral. So
Ooh, Patrick, got someone asking about yesterday's series. What'd you think about that one?
Yeah, so I watched chunks of it this morning. I liked the drafts from DSG a lot. I think I've been fairly public as well, saying that if anyone was gonna beat DSG, it was gonna be Luminosity. Like, they were if someone was gonna do it, it would have been Luminosity. And I think DSG, at least in the games I was able to watch this morning, looked clean enough that I'm confident that they're just gonna cruise out through the rest of this, and they'll beat Luminosity when they play them again this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's going to be that matchup twice.
Yeah, same.
I think the big thing for DSG is that they didn't show too much. Like, you should know that Ash Seraphine can be played in this tournament.
Yes.
Johnny can't get punished right after the teleport because having his
Cubby should be fine.
Or losing his life after blowing that would be detrimental.
Man, I mean, the lanes are good so far for Astral.
Yeah. Not too much happening, they can just chill and try to get ready.
I was very happy with how DSG played. I kind of thought going into the day that LG looked better in the tournament so far, so I had LG favored by a little bit, but DSG were like the behind-the-scenes favorites coming in.
Yeah.
They definitely showed why yesterday. I thought they actually fixed a lot of the mistakes we saw from them against Astral.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, because I remember, they looked a little just like unprepared at points, I want to say, against Astral. And so, I got through game 1 and I think a little bit of game 2 this morning. So, I'm glad, they did look better.
Crashdown shield gives him a little bit of reprieve. The heal comes out. Ichiwin is going to be forced to
okay, that's pretty good for Astral there. Get that first Drake, which is also pretty expected.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to take that first dragon on red side if you have bot push.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Or wait for the next cooldown, but I don't think it's coming anytime soon.
All right.
All right. Well.
For the highlight play, and unfortunately, he's the one that looks like a silly goose.
Yeah, honestly.
Shintal's down 38 to 24 up here. That's not good.
It is not. No.
Not in a good way position.
Oh, that's not how it's supposed to go.
It is not.
And mid lane is just not going your way either.
Which, to be fair, I guess, as a mid player, how often are you playing against Cassante,
Yeah, there was a meta.
Yeah, there was. That was what? Half a year? Year ago? Maybe?
It would have been 2024 C9 or 23 C9. It was 23 C9. Because I remember.
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot longer ago than I thought.
Yeah.
This guy realized he was basically cooked as soon as that ward came down. There was an angle
Crazy take on TL News getting rid of everyone. Who do you think wins ASI? I don't know. If Damwon shows up, then or D Plus should win if they show up.
Yeah.
But Weibo actually looks like a somewhat clean team so far. So it is a mess, but it's a beautiful mess. Nightmare, I was on the broadcast yesterday, and I may or may not have fallen asleep in my chair between games. Not my proudest moment, but the LPL schedule I was not prepped for, and I told them I'd do one, and it was not good. Godglow wins.
Yeah, the LPL schedule is rough.
Yeah, it's... I got to prepare for it. I was not prepared for it. It was pretty funny. Graves gave me a really hard time. Ages ago, like a decade ago now, I was coaching OCS, like Oceanic Challenger Series, from my college dorm in Maine, and it was the summer. And so I was working on campus a job, that was like 8 to like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'd get out, sleep a couple hours, wake up, coach most of the night, sleep another couple hours in the morning, and then get up and go back to work, because I was like trying to do like, I need my job on campus, but you know, I also want to make sure I'm up and, you know, doing things for League, which, you know, I don't think I can do it again physically, because I'm much older now. But I had so much fun doing that.
Yeah, I definitely struggled last night and a little bit this morning, but it's all good. I got a second coffee already working.
Oh, nice.
For the chat, what do we got here? TL getting rid of everyone.
Yeah.
I'm not too surprised.
I'm not
I
either.
think that Yawn and Core, if Core wants to continue competing, I would maybe keep UG, but also
Yeah.
they can find a better option. Like, there might be Blabber available. Who knows? You know, if C9 decides to make a change, or if TL wants to make that change, I think it's worth to buy out Blabber or contracts. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
Without way too much caffeine. Oh, I don't know how you do it, Chimera. I mean, the fact that you two like have the coverage you do is 2. I mean, it takes us 60 to just not miss a day. You know.
Yes. Hello, Sean. Hi, Saga.
Congrats on World's co-streaming, by the way. Good for you, man. That's a
Oh,
big
yeah,
deal.
that's exciting as hell.
That's the next best thing that you can get besides being a part of the event, man. Congrats. That's long overdue. I assume Quid goes to TL. There's gonna be a real bidding war for Quid that's global.
Yeah.
Quid's gonna get interest from LPL and LCK from everything I've heard.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player.
He is.
But I mean, there is a when I hang out on stream for an LPL Worlds Day sometime. Yeah, if I'm down to come on. I don't know if I'm gonna be fully committing to watching Worlds live or not, but yeah, that sounds fun. I'll take you up on an invite.
Devastatingly far behind, but
my guess is that I end up watching more than I think I am right now. Also, congrats to Fencible for having a little vacation before Worlds. That's a real gift if you got a real job, given the schedule. I used to just like ban Twitter from my work browser. I would actually like hard code it like Twitter's disabled, so then I wouldn't check during work, and then I'd go home and watch the game, so I'd be a day late.
Idea to try and snag that final
What's up, Kryra?
Unfortunately missed time. So
Oh, hey, Kryra.
all 3 grubs earned.
What's up?
I'm pretty happy with this early game going a 2 for 2 in terms of collecting.
Hope your off season's going all right, as I expect you to have an off season.
Oh, I smell a die.
God smiled on me for this one. I always just watch replays of Shiny / Korean World. Yeah, 100%. I mean, honestly, replays aren't that bad if you can avoid spoilers. As long as it's fresh for you, I think that's what matters to me as a fan. But I liked being a part of the conversation on Twitter too, because back then it was like chronological. Ooh, he played that well.
Yeah, that was good. Ooh.
Really nice buffer.
Yeah.
He didn't get the burn though, and he didn't go back. All right, did his best.
Yeah.
He did his best. That one was cleaner.
Yeah, it was a nice dive.
It's chilling in Romania right now. Good for you. Important to get home.
Because of the 3 grubs that they were able to earn. Already knocked down 2.
Which ladder do you like better? Playing over there, because I assume that you're the not EU West ladder, or do you like this one?
They're able to spoon feed even more gold into Cody as he collects another plate. The kill gold did go over to Ghost. You got a chance to watch the replay on the top side.
Yeah, I mean, overall, nicely juggled.
That stun hitting on the back half actually kind of mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shintel X played that as well as he could. I'm not even playing, just seeing family. Good for you.
Nice.
Meanwhile, we get to see a full replay of what happened with the
That's good.
Oh.
All right, well played by Snake.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at this game, at least Vayne has a bit of a lead. Because, I mean, again, I think Vayne is good against all 5 champs. You just kind of signed up for having an eclectic team comp.
Yeah. Signed up for things to be a little bit odd.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think there's a benefit to that in some situations, especially like this.
I mean, your top laner is what it is. I mean, I'm down to try stuff. I just think the Vi Rakan is not the best duo to have with this of a side. Like this is where having a Rel over a Rakan actually matters a lot to me. Just having the ability to tank more.
Yeah.
They're going to actually just give up their early.
It's been curious seeing Ichiwin not take Spellbook every game.
Yeah, I know it got the nerf on this patch, but it didn't feel that substantial or substantial enough.
Oh, Cody.
Oh.
Cody burned his flash.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's gonna do it.
Oh.
No, I think Astral win. Ghost. Wow, kind of a banger.
That was good, yeah.
Kind of a banger.
Maybe it's not gonna be 3-0.
I mean, Cody got a lot of work done on that.
Yeah.
Flash.
And because of that loss,
Was decent value.
the Strawl propel themselves even further ahead of the game, and they will confirm that.
Yeah, that's wild. They're looking pretty good.
Because they are gonna get this
Yeah, that was not bad at all.
Yep. Second dragon secured.
I just think that as this game goes on, like, you're gonna be less and less tanky. So
Yeah.
your ability to get picked by the Kaisa is gonna be
Gonna
more
increase.
and more valid.
Yeah.
I don't see
And Virus being 3-0 is big.
Yeah, I see it. I was waiting for the upgrade and it didn't happen right away, and I was panicking. It's like, what?
Yeah. Like, was I wrong? What happened? Did I forget how this game works? No, it's okay, Mark. You're good.
It happens. Well, SDM is trying to take a post on the top side of the map here. Winsome is forced back.
All right, I think everyone will have most of their important cooldowns back for Herald, so hopefully we'll see another scrap.
Yeah, but you can see members of Strawl recognizing this, Solid and Winsome linking up very nicely to defend the dive, collect what Camp Solid Snake can, and just walk away without much action here. I hope we get a replay of that last fight because it went so nicely.
More pressure from Summit and Ghost this tournament.
You're seeing that first item come through.
Meaning, like, they have more pressure on their shoulders, or they should be exhibiting more pressure on the Rift, or they aren't playing as well as you thought they would have.
There was a couple times where I was fearing for Cody's life in that.
And I thought Summit was playing pretty well.
In the middle of multiple members, but just having the faith in being able to navigate, dodge, and
I will say, I actually was a wee bit surprised that Summit was suspended for the whole tournament. I thought it would have been only the match where it was actually impacted.
The strongest point of the game yet for Vage.
Yeah, and I'm under. I think what I had seen was that it's also like the provisional punishment too, that they're finishing an investigation or something, or did they complete their?
I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it kind of. I mean, what he did was wrong, obviously, right? But
100%.
they there are, like, if you send a ref out, you know,
Yeah.
can't happen again. You could play. It only impacted that match, truly.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was very wrong, and it was caught. And it got very public, so
Yeah.
I think they did need to
Address it.
put out some form of punishment, right? But
Yeah.
selfishly, this is probably going to be DSG versus LG either way, and today got way less interesting because of
Yeah.
Coming up in the next 45 seconds here. As Shintal has popped between worlds, and Johnny is in trouble. Ghost is gonna intercept him as Solid Snake tries to lock him down.
Not the armor shred. All right, let's see if Vayne goes Trinity Force next or something else.
Johnny holding on to the flash, recognizing that he is dead. And
Yeah.
This is kind of the choice item for Cody.
well, so
Patch, in your reports, you don't do any data on, like, builds or anything like that, right?
Not usually, no.
Yeah.
Usually I'll do some sort of like, or something I've started doing a lot more of is little like patch reports and stuff.
Did you break down like a Kraken Slayer versus a Unital for the guys, or like any of that? 'Cause I think sometimes,
Not usually.
Okay.
It was mostly internal and like external scouting, I'd say. I think I think I really benefited from a lot of the guys like Kryra and Array and them having very deep understandings of their champions and as things change. So wasn't a whole lot of need for it. It's something I've done before, but not a whole ton with Blue Otter.
That's what I always liked about the Peach, or the Freak patch notes.
Yeah.
Because I could just like tell players like, hey, you probably don't think about this from a numbers perspective, but here it is from a numbers perspective.
Yeah.
Right? Summit, that's why it's malicious. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it was intended malice.
Yeah.
But it was malice. And also, the punishment for me, Ambient Night, I mean, you're right. It should have been a punishment, but it should have just been a loss of game. Like, the fact they played out that game for me after he looked like that.
Yeah, right.
Like FF, and then if that, like, again,
the LRM playoff.
That it impacts that game. I mean,
even with the intended.
I think punishing him is fine too. Like, you
Yeah.
set an example like that's not okay, and it was caught.
Third Dragon.
I'm just surprised that the ramifications like expanded to the tournament and more than just that game.
Yeah.
Surpass them in team fights. I'm cautiously optimistic.
You know, I wonder if
I mean, the thing is, Moon Trigger, is that it was gameplay footage from the broadcast, and the broadcast gives you more info than what you have on your player screen. So like that's like why it's cheating,
you
right?
can deter some attention away from Ghost, who now has a chance.
It's not like he had a notepad up and was like writing down timers and stuff, in which that'd be like you could also see malicious intent.
Yeah, and it's even better too for Cody because he got his flashback. He wasn't able to be punished by SDM Tigres. So now, Mistral going to very comfortably clear out some vision here. There could be a response, but I think unless Virus is ready to pull the trigger, there's no fight that can be had. So instead, it is the pre-Dragon setup with the Herald, like we called.
Yeah,
Ooh.
good catch by Winsome.
Yeah.
That's not a great Galio ult either. Oh, I don't like this from Mataz. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
Cody. Don't think he's popped the.
Oh, there we go.
Istral wins.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they just win. Wow. I mean, the Tigres did not look good against LG, but
No.
sheesh. That was very poor.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And it looked like Solid Snake was caught
Again, like
all along. Soul point on the Infernal Soul Fort.
It's there's no excuse to open up the broadcast VOD. But yes, I don't think it was like he was doing that to cheat to win.
Pressure for that tower if Sky cannot get back up on the map and
But
teleport to
it's what it is. I mean, obviously it was wrong.
like Sky is just taking the long walk. So it's Thrall now moving.
Oh, it's gonna be hexploit for Cody. Okay.
5,000 gold advantage with 3 dragons on their side. This is the best opener we have.
Yeah, no, 100%. You're 100% right, Ambient Knight. You're 100% right.
Yeah,
I have some sympathy for the players with the long ass pause. I mean, like you got XU saying that's the weirdest day competitive play he's ever experienced, right?
He had that second item before anyone else around.
But you're right. There's no excuse to open that up. Ghost at Velk.
Just one more rocket. Oh, not enough damage, just barely on a sliver of
Ghost has been pretty good on the Kaisa Corki.
Yeah.
But can't sidestep auto attacks. And this Thrall being able to pick up another kill.
I mean, you can have things open. Like you can have a notepad open and write down timers legitimately.
And Mataz.
Oh, what a.
There's no rule against that, and a lot of pro LCK supports, or like Lemon Nation, played with a notepad up and wrote down timers off screen every game. That's very worth. I mean, this game's kind of cooked, Patch.
Yeah, it is. It's only gonna get harder for SDM here.
Top point doesn't matter, Pog.
Classic.
They get nothing there beat down other than Shintal popping the ultimate. That is totally okay for Estral's game state. 6,000.
Yeah, I mean, once he gets this tower, that'll feel nice, but it really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and such a powerful position.
Played with a metronome on stage to time TF cards on PC. That's kind of crazy, actually.
That's wild. What?
And once that gold is spent, and once gold's able to lock in those tier 2, tier 3 boots.
That's decent tech though. Music. I definitely reference music with like timing and rhythm to
Yeah.
some stuff.
You don't want to let the subjective go, but you are simply not.
That's crazy. I did not know about that one, though, Mero.
If you die and lose Otacon,
The crazy one that I always reference is that Mata.
And with the
He would play like with his mouse, right? When he wanted the time stuff, he would play with his fingers like this, like with his ring finger and pinky finger, and he'd use the other 3 fingers to time stuff on his numpad, so he could move his mouse and time stuff at the same time and like continue to play the game.
fast as hell, boy.
That's
Which
crazy.
mechanically is just like one of the craziest things that I think I've heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, LS talked about it way back.
I like that Astral. They're setting up.
Yeah, he had a numpad, and he used StarCraft tech.
This
pretty
bonfire
much,
of the
you were right.
jungle is entirely theirs.
And Tigres,
Yeah, that's one of the crazier things that I heard in Mata did.
Unless they are willing to risk it for the entire game.
That one is.
I know it has worked for them in the past.
Because that's like season 5 too, you know.
Was this devastating in previous encounters?
Hey, Hotshot, thanks for the follow.
No, certainly not. Now, and this side of the map is dark. So much so that Johnny has to check with his body to ensure that the Otacon is not being done It's just stalling tactics.
Something I've really liked from this tournament actually is how Disguise is played around Otacon. Like they're really dedicated / committed to pulling it to one of the corners, which I appreciate. Because they've done a good job of like playing around with leashing it and then also pulling it to like the side of the fight they want to play.
You get close to killing Ghost, you get close to killing Cody.
Who he nosebleed pause in the Dragon Steel was pretty hype. Oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too, actually.
Yeah, what a wild ride this first game has been. Definitely not what we were expecting when
Cody's
we came
fed.
into
I'm kind of sad. The
really
LRN casters kind of hyped up Sky a little bit. It's like, hey, this guy's a decent young mid laner. He's not had a good tournament.
No, he is not.
He's not been good this tournament.
Carry out this game win. I'm curious what Astral can
You know, I think he'll,
replicate something like this.
you know, continue to improve.
Yeah. I mean, Galio is his most played champ.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got hard countered, but Cody still found the solo kill.
Yeah. Still a rough show.
Very Green Apple's first game between LG and DSG was a pretty sick comeback from DSG. Yeah, no, that series, DSG played well yesterday. Actually, on my YouTube, I like condensed my co-stream into like 21 minutes of highlights because I didn't see a lot of gameplay up, so I just chopped it up my my VOD. So I got some thoughts on like some of the bigger gameplay moments if you want to go over it.
Yeah. Definitely tell.
Yeah, DSG looked good.
Esports have put in the work to try and
definitely. I mean, the changes they made like are positives. And I think LG could still beat them in the finals. I really can, but or they really do. But yesterday they were not going to beat DSG. DSG were the better team.
Pressure through the top side. No one from Tigris is responding yet, so it's
all right. Where does Aurora come in? They don't have that ward spotted below them. Oh, she
Oh.
mid. Okay.
All right.
Streamer Tech Ghost is pumping. It's a lot of
Yeah.
damage in each of them. He's leaving the wave too.
Everyone's looking at the dragon. Nobody wants to start that infernal objective.
Just take the dragon. Yeah, no, dragon's way way less risk.
And the Otacon, yeah.
Yeah, and it's soul, so your
Yeah.
EV is higher.
They just want to burst this one down. They will kill it quickly.
Positioning. He's ready for a flank angle.
Ooh.
Even if he doesn't kill
The streamer.
Oh my god.
Subtech, baby. Oh my god, Sundered Sky got him out too. Sundered Sky got good value there.
Yeah, it did. Ooh.
Alright, that's Infernal Soul.
Yeah.
Let's game.
That should be that.
Your gas is really quiet compared to you in broadcast.
Maybe I can boost.
Yeah, I boosted. Thank you.
Thanks.
For Astral, who have now claimed that
Yeah, it's insurmountable now, I'd say.
So much closer to unwinnable.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird game because obviously, like, top was just down 20 CS for the whole game.
Yeah.
Now 40, and it just didn't matter.
No, didn't mean anything.
I was getting ready to say that even if he doesn't kill anyone, that major burst damage is enough to just make Tigres no longer able to enter to the choke point, and then he coordinates.
Honestly, I do love the Corgi skin, but it does make me miss all the people using like Red Baron.
I still use Red Baron.
Me too.
It's a good one.
It is.
For sure. I have to use it because of the Snoopy Halloween episode.
Oh, fair.
That's literally the whole reason I use it. It's just Charlie Brown Halloween's too iconic. And
No,
the
it
Snoopy
is.
Red Baron scene is just it's too good.
Yeah, I have enjoyed. I feel like Snoopy is, at least is coming back into the public image. I feel like he's on clothes at like Hollister and stuff now.
Yeah.
He's everywhere. Easy Baron.
Ichi win? Ichi win sent it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, they got the others. Alright, GG.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn, dude. Cody did some work.
Holy.
He did look like Caps.
Yeah. Good lord.
He went Spanish Caps on this game.
It's just too easy. We got 40 seconds on big carries for SDM. I don't think
no summit, no problem. Game 1. Oh my goodness. Well,
No.
I thought it'd be a 3-0 today, so I think we're gonna be here for a little bit longer.
Or it'll be a 3-0 in the other direction.
That would be the funniest time.
It would.
Actually.
for
That's
any
right.
competitive game. And Tigres are literally now down to their last legs in this opener of the series.
Yeah, the only thing left is the auto.
That was a
which, you know,
good fight,
unusually
though,
made it
from
26 minutes into the
Shinto
game.
X.
Yeah.
But again, Astral recognizing Dragon Soul and
I don't know, like, again, the Tigres, they won the finals against Astral.
Both of them.
And, like, as the 1 seed coming in, they've just been very flat. I don't really know what happened. I mean, I will say that the final they won against Astral, I think Astral heavily threw one of the games and
Yeah.
kind of threw both games, like 2 of the 3.
Tigres
Okay.
try and find a saving grace.
3 relegation slots at a 10-team league.
Started up
I mean, chat, what do you think of Parth's idea yesterday to have 2 relegation spots with 2-year windows, so it's 1 spot a year still up? I'm curious what you guys think about that from a fan perspective.
I think this is the time to throw down for a fight. As you noted, beatdown, Elder Dragon is 3 minutes away. Can Tigres
Yeah, honestly,
follow
I'm
up
also
for
really
a
curious
fight?
what like the community has been thinking about that.
Oh, I mean, LG for sure at LCS scrims.
Yes.
Astral and the Tigres, not really.
For themselves, they have popped 1 ultimate.
But LG for sure had LCS scrims.
One out as a death ball, all 5 into the bottom lane because they know SDM will have to.
I mean, Disguised had scrims with everyone by the end, because they were respected by the end and still actually playing. I mean, kind of OP if like you can go up against a team like 100 Thieves that are prepping for playoffs and Worlds, and you can play a team completely outside the ecosystem that like is somewhat competitive, right? Like took C9 to 5, and they were. That's the rep they had like by the time that this tournament came around. That DSG were a competitive team. Most people I talked to thought they were a mid-tier team in NA, competing for their spot back.
This tier 2 turret Sky waiting behind.
Yeah, no, by the end they were far. They weren't out the worst. 100% right.
As he does have the hero's entrance, some decent damage coming out from Astral Esports with the Infernal Soul on their side. But
all right, new idea. We give Johnny a carry.
No.
I know he's not usually used to playing carries, but give this man Gnar against Shintal and just let him go to work.
Just let him do it. Just give him the opportunity to do something.
There's really only 2 options for you to get to win these teams.
Yeah, I mean, I talked with Ido, the coach of Disguise before the tournament, and he said, hey, we kind of set the tone about whether this is going to be a relegation slot where we get cycled out or we show that competing in the LTA North for a year actually has real advantages. As it should. I mean, you should be advantaged with the competition you get for the year for a competition like this.
Hell yeah.
You're not.
Why stop at Gnar?
It is a
Why stop at Gnar? I like that. I like the thought there.
About a minute and 12 seconds
That's
away
funny.
from the Elder Dragon. The one potential saving grace that could turn everything.
I see a Terminus, and I do see a 3-item Kaisa, but Vidorus has had no good fights so far. Lock the
They
Quinn.
won't even have the chance.
You know what? Why not?
That's a lot of damage.
Bring out top auction.
So that is not a good sign for the Tigres.
No. And then
You just get real weird with it.
Finally go down. Johnny has the back. You gotta imagine that next wave means some potential damage to the inhibitor turret, but instead, the straw, they back away. It's 30 seconds. Any last second backs you want, they have to have.
I cleaned my room for the first time in a while, which was good. But I also found my stress ball that I kind of put away, and so it's, it's just on my desk now. We're just fiddling around with it.
Is going to happen now. Ghost, you're scaring me a little.
Shintal posting a 3-1 and 8 official game is indeed not bad.
Yeah. They got to feel pretty pleased about that.
Yeah.
That is the main question. If Tigres knew that Ghost was alone,
It's
I mean, he got Aurora.
Yeah. It's funny with the stress ball. You know, I keep all kinds of things to like fidget with on my desk, and I keep going to league events, and so they keep giving me the like little blue poros. You know, the little guys that they have in like the tanks that are like all around. Oh my god.
Cody just decided to forfun it.
Yeah. Might not matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Good fight from Sky.
Yeah.
All right. Goes to the quad. It's Jill.
Cody had a little too much fun, and then the rest of the squad took care of it.
Do you think Ghost just pulled up Discord and pinged Summit like, I got you, baby?
He's DMing him right now.
Yeah, memes.
Just the overwhelming
Good play. Damn.
Game.
All right, Estrell.
Oh, the inhib.
Game. Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
They got time. They got time.
He's like, oh god.
Inhibitor, folks. But there's still death timers coming in for
they
the
still win.
Tigres. Yeah, it's not gonna happen in time. It's Thrall.
All right.
Goes to them.
Sick.
All right, Pat. Let's go over one of these like scouting reports you have.
Oh,
This is
sure.
fun.
Thrall gaming. The fact that they were able to pull.
All right, folks. We got. So this offseason, you're looking for NACL Tier 1 work, global work, or like what are you looking to land for next year?
I'm open to whatever. You know,
okay.
mostly NACL, NA stuff. You know, but open
Easier
to
with the
stuff.
schedule.
Yeah, easier with the schedule. You know,
And
if
you
I
already know the region.
already know the region, if I can avoid it, you know, I wouldn't flip my sleep schedule again. But yeah, you know, Tier 1, Tier 2. You know, open to Brazil. Kind of see what's around, but yeah, hang on, let me share my screen for you here. So yeah, I think, you know, me, like a lot of people, you know, there's really two kind of portions of, you know, the overall scouting report. There's the like meat and potatoes of like a spreadsheet or some sort of web app some folks do, that has the data and some, you know, kind of other quick reference stuff. And then there's the slideshow, which is obviously Blue Otter themed because, you know, this is what I made for our match going in against Blue Otter, or against LG, for the playoffs specifically. So I call them all patch notes because my name is Patch. So just kind of
Nice.
a good built-in kind of fun thing.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. So a lot of time ends up getting spent, you know, on game days, especially in kind of these 3-4 first kind of tabs in the sheet. You know, just kind of quick looks at the drafts from the season, win rates,
you're sharing your
KDs.
screen. All right, hold on. Here we go. All right, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll
Yeah.
do this.
So
All right, so this is the one against LG,
Yep.
and then so this would be some of the past drafts they have, and
Yep.
you get hot links. Nice.
yeah, so we separate out into, you know, regular season playoffs because obviously you're not going to draft the same in, you know, best of threes
Yeah,
and best of
patches are different,
fives
yeah.
and so, you know, we got some quick references, you know, just so, you know, like Dion or Sneezes when they're drafting, you know, they can just have this up instead of, okay, you know, what were they playing, you know, and just have a very quick, I can look at this and know, oh, okay, this is some of the stuff that they'd play in this
That's a
situation.
snapshot, yeah.
Yep. Also a quick at a glance, you know, just 5 champs, the minimal information you might want. And also for the series, you know, a fearless tracker. You know, I kind of filled this in, you know, with the folks from Blue Otter, you know, so some of the champs are a bit different. You know, you'll see Udyr in that first column because, you know, Quacker is a deep love of Udyr. You know, Zoe at the top of the mid one because of Sammy.
Yeah.
And, you know, we just fill this in as we go. And, you know, as we're discussing between games, you know, we'd pull it up. And, you know, I think Rovex especially liked having something very visual of, okay, these are the champs that, you know, we can't even think about moving on from this game. I'm going to skim past the scrim picks one. And then we have, you know, just more interactive of, you know, drafts from the whole season for each of the games and, you know, kind of quick links if you're just, you know, looking to talk about one of them. So you can just click through and go from the table of contents into the sheet deeper. And we have the stuff from players. So I mostly did the last like calendar year. So really covering the last couple of splits because, you know, there's some weird stuff and, you know, stuff that you might have played like 2-3 years ago that'll probably end up being relevant. But, you know, for the most part, kind of keeping it in the last year tends to be the most relevant, I think, and was what, you know, the staff wanted to look at. So, you know,
Sure.
can flip through, see, you know, win rates and the variety of champions they play. Blind pick percentage was one of the things that I tried to kind of prioritize, at least talking about. And, you know, I bring it up a lot in, you know, my sheets as well for, you know, when we're talking about pick ban. Because, you know, it's important to know trends, right?
Yeah. You got a question
yeah.
about how much is made by hand or populated automatically? Because like the portraits are probably tied together, but
Yeah.
are you copying and pasting stuff in, or is this like by hand looking at GOL or another tool?
Yeah, so a lot of this, one of the I had a ton of fun working with this split. And one of the most fun parts that I enjoyed was, having grid access. So I was able to pull most of this, through API calls and stuff instead of having to, kind of sit down and like manually tabulate. So, being able to run, Python scripts and, having, I have a little database that I host in my house, just full of, different like scrim data and match data. So I can reference it and pull it for, any of the sheets that I need to make. It is. I don't know. That's one of the parts of it that I just get, super excited about. And I love talking about, because I just think it's so cool. But yeah, so that's really kind of the, the overview of, sort of what a spreadsheet would look like for something like this. You want to put enough information that you're covering everything, but you want it to also be readable and legible. And, it's not going to be useless to staff or players if, they can't get through it. So it's important to have it be easily accessible, and it's part of why you have links to the different parts of the sheet, and just make it easy to get around, because not everybody wants to sit and take the time to scroll back and forth on all the tabs in a Google Sheet here. And then most of this is by hand, obviously, because it's a presentation.
I've seen PowerPoints from by hand.
Yeah. And one of the things I started doing this at player request, was champions that, for example, Sammy against Insanity, very different champion pools. He just wanted a quick reference of, hey, what champs do I have to expect seeing that, I'm not going to be playing? So stuff that I wouldn't really be thinking about for, Fearless, stuff like that. And so I would just put, hey, here's champs that they played in the last year that we do not play or haven't played or really have no intention to play. So like, Kiana, we never really showed any sort of priority on Kiana, as I'm sure everybody can realize and understand. If they watched some of the blue games. So, just having those things as, Zazel might play Elise support, The
Shen support was a big one for sure.
Yes.
I mean, a Rage is champion Ocean from this,
Yeah. Yeah, I think, we really got very lucky in blue, because all of them, we talked about it a lot too. We have some kind of non-traditional champion pools, but they all play a lot of champions. Us pulling out that Seraphine when we were playing, Supernova.
Was good. I was very in on the Mel read of like how I didn't realize how good it was in the melees, and that champion's a very strong identity in the melees, which I like a lot.
Yeah, and we definitely looked for that a lot. The Seraphine, pulling that out, which Sammy hadn't shown all year. It was a good spot. Kryra's Zach, which is a champ people knew, I believe, that he played, but yeah. So back to the top. So we'd come into things. LG for playoffs, I tried to limit it to that for trends for pick ban, because you start to get into the weeds if you're just looking at best of ones. And so LG didn't play a lot of games by the point we were going to be playing them.
They did a lot of winning.
Yeah, they did a lot of winning. So there was a lot of not, it's hard to get trends from a lot of that, but just tried to have it be visible of, hey, here's what they pick B1. Here's what they blind, and just good reference and a legible, readable way. Same thing on red side. That by that point they'd only played 2 red side matches, so not exactly something you'll ascertain a trend from. So I just kind of slapped it all in there. Level 1s as well. They don't really, or haven't so far that I've seen, done anything particularly creative or fancy on level 1s. Really just kind of playing the game of, we just don't want to die. We don't want to give you an advantage. We're not going to do anything atypical. You know, you're not going to see us in your bot side tri brush or walking into deep into your jungle as 5. You know, they're going to sit back and fan, and you know, maybe we'll walk in as a couple unit for a ward over towards Raptors, but that's kind of it. And they kept that pretty consistent towards red side. You know, no real starting wards, no real invades, you know, didn't really try to do anything funky. The 2 red side games they played were against CNV, and this one was the one where I think it was Tryndamere had spun over the wall and actually walked around to try to gank the jungler there. And so, you know, I try to put little marks. So, you know, at the start, you know, maybe they're here, but then they walk this way. There were a couple examples, you know, that showed a little bit more info, you know, like Supernova would often do a start where they just abandoned topside tri-brush when they were on red, and they'd have somebody in bot lane in the brush toward there. So one of the things that, you know, that's important to point out, obviously, is, hey, you know, they just don't put people here sometimes. You know, they'll walk the top laner in there sometimes. Horder would sometimes face check it, you know, while walking to lane, which, you know, at that point it's probably safe, but you never really know. And so, you know, we definitely had some discussions around, you know, is that something we want to try to take advantage of if, you know, we can. But yeah, so this is, you know, it's a little bare bones. You know, there's some things like, you know, my opinions on like things to target, you know, things like that, that I sort of pulled, you know, just because, you know, this is more of a, hey, this is what it looks like, you know, not a let's talk about what Pat thinks of how to beat LG.
Yeah. Cool. No, I appreciate you going through this. I think a lot of people don't see reports and like what players might have access to going into the match. And I mean, obviously it's all stuff that we can look at, but it is important to organize it in a way that's digestible. Like that screen where Sam can want to like, hey, what do they play and we don't? It makes a lot of sense because in Fearless, like, it's okay to let some of these champions through if they're not going to impact your pool, right? Or like, obviously, Shen was a big pick for you guys, but knowing that they have the ability to flex it, or when they pick it, it pretty much goes to Zazel. That's good to know, too. Because they would pick Shen and then play heavy for topside, which I was pretty down for, actually. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm a fan, too. You know, it's also something that, you know, it's not a method of play that a lot of people will have time against or have really prepared for, so it throws a lot of people off, too. You know, so there's that kind of mental lack of preparedness aspect for sure as well.
Cool. Well, hey, I appreciate you walking through this. This was fun. And yeah, we almost got the game back, so
awesome.
We can hop back in and it's okay.
I mean, if this series goes long enough,
definitely.
I used to see like the EG ones they had prepped a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Because Bayora would share some around. But it's been a while since I looked at like what teams are looking at least UI-wise right now.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure. You know, I don't have too many connections with other folks who, you know, do this. You know, if you're listening, you know, follow me on Twitter, send me a DM. You know, I'd love to talk to you about how you do things. You know, so it's definitely a
you want a first time Camille on
you know,
stage?
I have some ideas probably about, you know, things that, you know, with additional time and stuff, you know, I would love to, you know, try to put out there and make, you know, some like web tools I'm starting to work on, you know, based on grid to pull information that, you know, I find beneficial. But, you know, I'd love to see what other people are working on out there. It's always so cool to see the stuff people make. I think Molecule always does some really cool stuff. I love seeing what he does.
Put on this guy's shoulders at some point in this series, and
getting access to grid honestly was one of the coolest things.
Game changer,
you know, having the public API, you know, you can get a lot of information, but, you know, going from updates every minute to, you know, every frame that I can pull from the API, I thought was It was so cool.
It's been played. It
Yeah.
can happen. I am not here on broadcast telling you that is a good thing that you should all try, but it could happen here today.
I think what Beatdown is saying is if you find yourself being pulled into a competitive match
As a mid laner.
as a mid laner, just pick mid laners that can play top lane, guys. And at least
Just
from
pick
what we're able to,
mid laners that can play
get
top
research
lane.
on through
No,
his
that's a good.
that's what he was
You
doing.
know, that's probably the way to go.
He's already played a lot of Akali mid lane in the past, and now he was playing a lot of Akali in the top lane with Teleport Ignite. So we'll see if that does pop up as a scenario, or if the Tigres are operating with that knowledge as well, and will be wary of it. But it does make sense to me if Tigres do want to give Johnny something that is a little bit more carry-oriented, so that he can try and find an advantage.
Yeah, Rafa gets it.
Should be hopping into draft. Two bands have already come out of the way from both squads. Wukong and Bessa from Astral, Talia, and Nico from the Tigres.
Wondering if we're gonna see.
I mean, I really thought the Tigres would just 3-0 today, and it would be
Yeah.
over.
Thought we'd just
So
blow
things
through
got
it.
a little bit interesting.
Thanks
Yeah.
for through there for the side of SDM. Also, when you think about remaining S tier junglers, we're already kind of
What's up, Sean?
we're already getting.
Hope your
towards
co-stream with
the
Eric's going well.
Now, it's gonna be the Rumble taken away this time instead of the Orianna. They could be looking to kind of see if they can bait Sky into playing it. Maybe they have an answer cooked up.
Orianna instantly locked in.
Oh my God, it has 100%.
Yeah, it was definitely
Sorry, go on.
This could
Definitely
be
gonna
set up for a knockdown
have
angle
some
for
sort
both,
of
'cause I was
thing that
thinking
they're really
Lee Sin
comfortable
would
with
be the
into that.
priority for both of these junglers.
Lee?
As the
All right.
Lee Sin insta locked in for
Yeah.
Solid Snake. To his credit, he
plays a ton of Lee. I think Lee is his most played, no?
On it, being able to
Like all
find
time?
Flashes onto
Yeah. He played it well, because that's what he used to beat this guy's in Dark Wings.
Or maybe it was the
Because he played it in the Wazir, and like they played very fast that game.
Yeah.
passing with Cubby there, but Straw or no, actually it was the one game they won. It was the second game of the series. So, and Cody was piloting the Ari at the time. So Astral Esports maybe going back to comfort with a very fast composition that can dive forward and blitz the Tigres before they come online.
And I think that's why we're really considering the Poppy pick. I think already so far.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't think I know what
Unless you
Central
play, like,
plays.
Lulu and Seraphine together, it looks really scary into Lee Sin, Alistar. So I like the Poppy a lot more. That fast presence, gonna get a lot of work done this game, and it will kind of make you wonder.
Poppy Nautilus is kind of wild, though. I mean, that makes life really hard for Lee Sin and
Yes, it
Alistar.
does.
Point and click
Oh, God, that's gonna be
from
gross.
Nautilus, So this is going to make Solid Snake's life even more difficult, trying to navigate the battlefield here. Thrall.
Just gives him so much he has to deal with.
Ari matchup right away. This could be the opportunity to do so, but they're going to wait and let some picks trickle down through the ban phase. Sivir locked in for Ghost, so this will give Astral even more movement speed to operate with in these team fights.
Yeah, really important too. Will allow you to stay on top of members.
I do still like
the
Sivir a
Orianna,
lot.
who, not
I know
so
they
mobile, really only
felt
have
she
that
was a little
command
OP and tried to nerf her some, but
movement,
I think
and
she's
it's also
still
movement that, Poppy can't really do anything.
a solid
against
pick.
past present. It gives you a nice bit of scaling for Ghost, who performed really nicely on the Corki in game 1.
Yeah, I'm not a Sivir fan in the sense that I think there are way too many picks that make it difficult for her to auto attack.
Yeah, as you should.
Fair.
I think now, from now on,
Yeah, that's
Ghost
very
gets to
true. I
stay
think that's her
carry,
biggest
he's gonna start
flaw.
sweating immediately, so needs to just remove that option away.
Now, you can auto attack against Poppy Nautilus, but Orianna is kind of hard.
Yeah.
And the move speed buff you're giving people is not too good right now.
Yeah.
I think they are lining up for their R4 pick here. If you're going to ban the York that early and anticipate that you cannot give full R5 confidence over to your top laner, as Rise and Hui both banned by the Tigres.
Yeah, I think Shintal this game
That makes
is
sense.
going for Scion or Horn, and
Oh, wow.
Cody did
That makes
not
sense.
think twice at all. It is going to be the
Yeah, I mean, that,
coming through. Does mean that you have a lot
It's
to
gotta
navigate when
feel
it comes
not great.
Champion got buffed. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're playing Lee Sin LeBlanc, baby.
Someone is likely going to slip through if SDM aren't careful.
Thought Silver was bad versus Not. No, it's okay versus Not.
Really trying to set up Shintal.
Not's kind of paper, and you can spell shield at least the depth charge. Especially when you get a sidestep, ideally.
Yeah.
He knew his matchup, and he wants to take the LeBlanc into the Orion. I mean, Lee Sin LeBlanc is a devastating combo if you can get rolling early.
I kind of like Renekton here.
Yeah, I do too.
Johnny, this pick can definitely get out of control if the matchup is good.
Because what's Shintal gonna play into this one, you know? Unless he's gonna play LeBlanc top.
Yeah.
Can't do.
Will determine what is Virus's 80.
Does he have a Gnar?
And having something
I guess we'll see. Ooh.
I think so too. You're definitely going to.
I mean, Zeri has protection.
In terms of avoiding getting blown the hell
We
up.
picked LeBlanc into Poppy Nautilus, by the way.
And of course, the Alistar, who are all trying to get on top of you. So any mobility.
He will play
is
Annie.
Very important, and it's good this time around that SDM also have Sky on the.
I think anyone that builds the Andres goes up in value for me this game, personally.
Yeah.
Point as well.
Yeah.
Leave a bit of that pressure, that Virus FX.
Play the Fat Man.
I love it.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's not bad this game.
No, it's not.
It's fine.
And historically, Gragas is a solid matchup into the.
It's fine.
Here. Was not expecting whether that was going to
That
be
is
his
fine.
pick of choice, but any true Shintal fan.
Gragas is good, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, given the scenario, yeah.
Open the Twitch channel trailer. That's all you need to know. This guy fully embodies the spirit of Gragas there. And
He embodies the spirit of
my only
Gragas.
concern is if Astral can coordinate properly how to use these explosive casks, because a well-timed explosive cask can easily win you the fight. A poorly timed explosive cask can make things a lot more difficult than ideally you would want for your team.
Yeah, or it could just do nothing, which is also not good.
I don't know how much Sivir move speed actually gives you this game. I still think that, like, Sivir being taken when it was is kind of meh.
The AP Gragas build.
Yeah.
That opportunity for him to
I
add to the burst damage.
don't know. My only
LeBlanc.
assumption, I guess, is that they
Got some laning prowess.
felt it was one of the better AD carries available.
Have a comp where they give Virus, the opportunity to not be the only carry.
I don't think
Spread the love a little bit.
I don't think I would have picked
See if
it,
they can actually
but
tie the series.
I can understand. I think why they did.
Loading onto the Rift soon, folks. I am loving though what I'm seeing from at least Astral for the second game in this series. We know, and we've said it time and time again, not ideal circumstances, but they are making the best out of it, and they lead the series right now 1-0. Can Tigris bounce back? It's time to find out as we hit the Rift for game 2.
Trying to win here from Astral would put them at match point and one game away from exercising.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. This is what I'm here for. First blood. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And Astral pick up the first 2 kills of the game.
All right, Mark. I don't want to exaggerate.
That's insane.
But
There's a
The game has been paused.
got a kill. LeBlanc and Lee Sin
remake.
2 assists. In a composition where they're going to be very strong in those early levels, so you might.
All right, guys. I don't think this one's gonna be productive. Can we just get the remake in?
Lead anyone to any conclusion.
Oh my goodness.
So, I mean, we did talk about that Astral Esports have a composition that if it gets ahead early, you can blitz the Tigres, and it is going to be pretty darn difficult for the Tigres.
That's crazy.
Now, while we're in this tech pause, what I can confidently say, it's
All right.
server issues.
Woo!
We are having some microphone issues.
Any
Let's see this level 1 again.
Yeah.
In the jungle.
exercising the Astral would put them at match
We
point,
we went from here to here, by the way.
Yup.
How funny is that?
Just skipping from the fountain into combat.
It's a 5-on-5 fight in the jungle. Mataz is forced to fly.
I just don't think their level 1's any good.
No.
The target for Virus as he
wow.
looks for one more
Like, why is Sky there?
It's disaster.
I don't know.
You don't have any level 1 with,
2 kills of the game.
like, Renekton, truly.
No.
All right, Mark. I don't want to.
Your Poppy level 1 is pretty null.
I don't want to overreact.
But Jesus. What was that?
That is
That's League of Legends right there, baby.
Oh, Winsome with a Q flash.
That was huge.
Man, flash combo from Winsome. Yeah, that's pretty tough for SDM, and Shintal able to follow up as well.
And he lived.
And he lived.
Why would you ever do that? That was a saucy one for sure.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh wait, you hit 2 on the first wave now as Cody.
Does have the command protect as he hits level 2 here, but Cody
Ooh.
decent health advantage and summoner spells.
I'm speeding up to get into the future, guys.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Well, level 2's hit first wave now because they got 2 kills.
Right, but it's gonna be hard. He has to play this matchup pretty carefully. So far, he's trading well, but of course, Cody still has the electric.
My goodness.
Adding that
All right, we're in the future.
little bit of oomph, and it's gonna get harder again.
Man,
Once Cody
a lot
goes
less
for it,
chrome than I
Cody
expected.
spends
Dude, YouTube. Oh yeah.
was able to earn early
YouTube,
on.
you can just always go into the future. It's kind of nice. You just speed up the VOD and go.
First plans are this game. Obviously, getting the first 2 kills, it's a nice way to start, even if you only got the assist gold on
Bone plating on Ori.
after he full clears.
Vidorus was already forced back. Oh my god, it's actually just a fucking disaster.
Vidorus both popping the heal and the ghost in that first exchange. Thankfully for them, though.
How funny would it be, though, if the team that got 3-0'd in finals with Summit ends up 3-0ing the team in the promotion tournament?
Right?
I think that would be the funniest timeline.
It would be.
Cannot push through Ghost at the moment. Winsome below 200 HP. Mataz is showing on the river, but Solid Snake is here for the counter gank.
Oh my god.
Into the level 3 Poppy. As the Sonic Wave does force out Mataz.
I mean, that's fine. He gets a double crab from that.
Yeah.
It's just to make sure that Tigris cannot push Ghost and Winsome.
Mida's first move, too.
Yeah, and really good eye.
This guy's getting a back in.
Catch onto that play and be there to defend it, because that could have been a big turning point in the bot lane. Had Mataz been there. Okay. So nice eyes from Solid Snake to recognize it. And
Oh no.
at the end of the day, SDM have to farm under turret.
Oh no.
Another pause.
Hopefully it's just mic issues.
Peripherals, it's fine. It's fine. It's peripherals. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Just making
Talk to
sure.
me
It's
about the game.
peripherals, thank God.
Well, in this state right now, in Astral Esports, we've talked multiple times before about Lee Sin post-patch adjustments, where he has a lot higher base damage now in his Q, but less bonus AD ratio. So the break.
Oh, there we get some leaks coming out.
Was 41.
Camilo is going to be on K-Corp Blue.
Champion
Oh.
is better until you buy your first item spike, which is usually Sundered Sky. Sometimes some
Wow.
leases go for Eclipse, but I think it's even more reason to now buy the Sundered Sky.
I mean, not a bad grab.
Building a
No.
ton of AD in the Sundered Sky
No, it's
is gonna be
definitely not.
Deceptive.
Oh my god, they're giving Graves his MR back on Grit.
All these changes.
Holy
makes it a little
shit.
more competitive and viable in the early
That's-
skirmishes of the game where
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Sin, the Wukong, the Vi, the Pantheon have been running amok.
That's gonna be
reduced
huge.
his base stats, but he's getting 2 to 8 MR per stack.
I think it puts even more onus that if you want to try anything flashy or explosive, before that first item,
Shotgun Man's back.
Your window.
He's so back.
And so normally, after a full clear, and then when you hit level 6 for the Dragon's Rage, are your two
Honestly.
Another one.
making happens.
Right. So we'll see if they'll be able to do that.
Honestly, something that I think.
Cody got so much value. The bouncing blades got so much
Yeah.
value.
The thing support being
Like, holy cow.
Like, the level 1
And it
for
was enough to
Estral
allow
is just
Astral to pick up 2 kills.
so much
Summit
better.
was the problem.
And really
I
nice.
said, man, I said get Bon Chili on a desk
And
ASAP.
everything we've seen in the coming minutes after was, I don't want to overreact.
Hold on.
LeBlanc and Lee Sin have 2
What's that?
assists.
What's what?
And a comp after was,
That's fine.
Mataz stopping a gank, and otherwise lane going really well for the players on Astral. Another opener in the series.
For Ignis, at least you have a little bit more threats spread out on your team. Mataz definitely playing a more defensive champion in Poppy can have some nice base damage or explosive opportunities early on. As Poppy base damage is pretty insane, but then definitely becomes an off tank later the game goes on. You have a better overall defensive foundation with your jungle and support set up. And one of the things that we were calling for is whether Tigres can leverage Johnny into a more winning and commanding position over Shintal, just given that this is essentially Shintal's second day of competing in a stage scenario. So Shintal on the Gragas was able to pick up one of the first early kills, so he's got a little bit of gold in his pocket. I do not remember off the top of my head, beat down, what the CS lead is looking like right now, but at least Gragas, on paper, does fairly well into receiving the pressure that Renekton can dish out.
Yeah, so that's, again, really nice opener, especially for a player, you know, second stage game. Any little
And they said
advantages
this.
you
Did they say what this pause is for
I
yet?
believe, not just
We heard mic issues earlier on.
Okay.
in game, but just his
Maybe
personal
still
safety,
that.
just given the circumstances. Again, he came in that last game of their series against the Skies.
Hopefully just not servers.
Summit, and now he is also here, of course, for the rest of the tournament, including this elimination match. You definitely have your work cut out for you as a sub. Facing so much stress this early on.
Yeah. Hoping to get back into game as soon as possible. As so far what we've heard is that Astral have reported some lag issues, but
Oh no.
other than that, hopefully should be the end of it soon as Astral look to resolve it here. I gotta say, I love the bandana from Shintal. That is a S-tier accessory right there. It puts your game face on, is locked in.
What's the art he has behind him?
In a super high stakes scenario. And
I can't quite make
he
it
is
out.
At least dressed for battle. He's got the war face on right now.
Yeah, like the
It looks like
Shintal is working with
Cassante from the MSI poster. Like the Empyrean Cassante.
Yeah.
Common Rider build fans, you know. For everyone else, I just said a bunch of words, then you're just gonna have to live with that. And we're also living with this pause, right, Mark? Because it's
Very true.
definitely probably a peripheral issue that at some point will get fixed very soon, and we'll see if Astral will be able to make good on that early play, anticipating the 5-man invade that SDM Tigres were working with and countering it beautifully.
So, just to kind of recap where our state of the game is, and
I
what
feel like I need to go
we
back and
saw
see if
how
SDM
Astral
did
were
that
able to
invade another
open
time.
one and take it home in a victory.
Oh, you're curious if they try that?
Cody had
Yeah.
a massive advantage in the mid.
Like, there's a
Oh,
chance
Dream
it-
kind of the
Knockdown.
staggering gold advantage
Chance that they did it in like a scrim or something.
waved off Tigres
ages
from
ago,
ever contesting
and
any of the earlier
they just had a good
updates
read, but
from Astral Esports, so that they were able to secure first 2 dragons, all 3 grubs.
I mean, that was
Contest
a big
from
win from
Tigres.
Winsome. I
Huge.
legitimately think this game could be over off that.
Yeah.
At some point during Dragon 3 or Otacon, Tigres are just forced to fight. They have to get in there because otherwise the gold lead is just starting to climb and climb further and further for Astral Esports. And one of the earlier fights we saw, they were trying to look for Cody. There was a little bit of a disrespectful dragon setup, I believe, around the I want to say it was the second dragon. They caught out Ichiwin, and then the positioning from Astral Esports, we've talked about it before. Their coordination has definitely gotten a lot better over the course of this tournament, reflecting back on what they looked like during the LRN playoffs run. But also the identity for this team is when these guys are ahead and they have champions that can all go forward, it's as simple as that sometimes, and you just trust on everyone individually to be able to outplay their opponents given the circumstances they get.
Yeah, and it will be interesting to see if SDM Tigres can kind of bounce back after that Game 1 loss. And they've been the demons.
The very
They've been the
unexpected
ghosts that haunt
Game 1
the
loss.
Astral and Astral fans all throughout LRN playoffs. So the fact that they might be able to exercise those demons today would be an exciting prospect. Unless SDM make a comeback. Who knows? I don't know. We're still paused.
Yeah. And there's plenty of time for the Tigres to find ways to bounce back in this matchup because the gold lead, while that early level 1...
Do you know if they both
there's plenty of time
traveled
for
up to
the first minute of the game. In fact,
Mexico
we
City
hadn't even passed the first
for
minute,
this?
technically, at
The 12th.
the invade was
So,
early.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. Well,
the
finals.
Tigres
Yeah.
are based in Mexico City.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where Astral's based. I know it's not. I think they're in the Americas, though. I think they might be in Chicago or, like, Toronto themselves as well.
Oh, okay.
So at least for Sky's sake, who
But
did
I know the
have a
Tigres are local.
matchup of
And then whoever wins, or the winner,
Yeah, they'll head to-
they go to the 12th. They
Yeah.
go, yeah.
beat down a big side.
Dude, there's no mana on the Gragas, but it's fine.
Who needs it?
Yes.
It's overrated.
Yeah, needs it.
Yes. I do not. I'm.
He's only down 10 CS, guys. It's fine.
But it's over now.
Top lane doesn't matter, guys. That's the thing you have to remember.
It's over now, which feels,
Dude, if you're a Straw CEO, how would you feel with having Summit get banned for this match against the team that 3-0'd you in finals?
Yeah.
And then your team's going to come back and 3-0 them with your master tier mid laner playing top. How's that for just a mix of emotions?
Like, you got to be happy you won, but you also have to feel like you wasted a ton of money.
I'll tell you what, that CEO is never going to think top lane matters again. That's
No.
for sure.
As he was pushing in a wave of his own, looks for the base timer there. Coast receiving the wave, and Winsome is back in time onto the bottom side of the map so that he's not missing out.
It's going to take a seismic event for him to believe that top lane matters in this game again.
And right now,
A world-changing event.
With Sivir normally have the push.
That's good. Maybe Surdy will actually have a job. Oh, no.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Oh, Winsome's going right in.
Does force out the Ghost from Virus. Ghost is going crazy with the damage, as the level of advantage is still, or at least nice enough that they are able to confidently take that fight, and just recognizing that, hey, I've got a full slingshot. I know that most AD carry mains will probably be like, ah, yes, slingshot's power spike, very meaningful. Kappa.
Yeah.
But the level of advantage, base stats, that does not lie. And Straw able to force Virus out of lane, and this is going to be a huge minion wave that he's going to miss out on.
Yeah.
I mean, Graggy's... Did Graggy walk back there, by the way?
He did.
Oh my god. He's down so heavy.
And his passive will heal you the more minions you kill, so...
He is, but only like 40 gold.
With this cannon wave coming through here. And it's tough.
Shout out to level 1.
Yeah, shout out to that level 1. Oh my god.
That was an aggressive flash.
It was.
That's all Snake was looking to capitalize on Mataz.
Now we go
Wait, go back to top.
Yeah, I want to see top.
Just keep us on top lane.
Or did we not?
Once Mataz and Solid Snake get theirs, it's going to be even more.
Winsome must love his US passport. Oh my god.
Otherwise, both junglers are going back to neutral.
Not wrong.
That race towards that first dragon, as we're still a while away from being able to secure.
Dude, honestly, Gragas though is a top tier autofilled top line pick. It really is.
It is.
Ghost is at level 5. He is much further ahead.
Yes. Hit those creeps.
This is a very
Did you get another passive proc off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost and Winsome have been able to leverage for themselves again.
He's doing great.
I mean, Straw plays the first 20 minutes of the game okay. It's just that they don't play as a team. And it shows, I mean, they're speaking 2 different languages. I've heard a lot of scrim rumors about this team and how seriously they take things, with a lot of teams not appreciating scrimming a Straw.
We start looking at reminiscing game 1 and saying, oh, hey.
But this team does have skilled players. I mean, Snake and Cody are 2 of the most successful players in their own region. Summit and Ghost obviously don't have to explain why they're successful, and then Winsome was a part of, what, a top 2 NACL team? And also played at tier 1, so yeah, I mean,
now that he's past level 6 as well,
just because that's the players you have doesn't always mean you make a great team. And that definitely is what's been going.
Towards that grub spawn in about 10
he TP'd top. Sivir and Alistar are walking there.
Already teleport coming in from Shintal on the top
Are they,
side,
I guess maybe
even
they're trying to 5-man grubs?
We're playing this for sure.
SDM
Gotta be.
At least one of these grubs, so
Oh my god.
3 of them going the way of Estral.
Miscommunication.
Johnny goes forward into the dominance.
That's fine. This entire game is gonna be. Oh my.
Oh my god.
Shin talks.
Oh my god.
Shin talk or like Shin talks. Oh my
Oh.
god, he's perfect.
He's got the mechanics.
Dude, level 1.
Oh my god.
Just play Lee Sin LeBlanc. You know what? Play the Lee Sin LeBlanc. I don't even care.
Why not?
You guys can't win a game after 20 minutes anyway. Holy cow. Alright. This is 2-0. Most likely. Dude, Ghost, what happened bot lane, by the way, for the Zeri Nautilus to be, like, getting doubled in creeps?
I don't know.
How did they afford Ghost salary? I don't know.
find his moments and provide Estral with the impact.
Maybe it was an inside job to have Summit screen peeks, so they didn't have to pay him, you know?
Yeah, they.
Afford goes. Imagine they promote with an auto-filled top. I don't think they're gonna get past Castle, but that would be objectively hilarious.
It would be.
It's not as high as you think. Yeah, no, 100%.
I really think the play here was just smite one grub, walk away, because you just weren't strong enough.
I mean, it's already objectively hilarious that Estral, this team that lost to the Tigres 3-0 in finals, are now going to be up 2-0 with an auto-filled top laner and an LCS MVP unable to play.
Yeah.
It's going to guarantee the second objective going over for Estral, and as soon as they get this, that should be their, no, not quite. After this, one more objective, and it will be their feats of warfare.
Solid Snake.
Summit stonks way down.
Of the game off of the kill.
I mean, I think that given how level 1 went, I could have won this game playing with Estral.
From securing or one objective away, I should say, from being able to secure feats of
Like, unclear how much it mattered who is in the top lane right now.
Yeah, isn't it crazy to see players fall off and then there's Ruler and Faker? No, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the tiebreaker in terms of players you think are going to be good or you bet on, it's always the person.
Yeah, it is.
Because the person has to be the one that grinds out this game 14 hours a day and survives the game changing significantly 4 times a year. It changes quite literally every 2 weeks, and it changes every day on the ladder when people compete and play. So yeah, I mean, consistency and focus matters a lot in the long haul for that. And if you don't have those things, and as a person or in the environment you go to, or you can't find them in some environments because they're not given, it can be hard.
Not ideal.
Both these teams are going to get clapped in the next round. 100%, bully. Once they fell off too hard, even if they grind, it's hard to... Yeah, well, because you're getting worse practice, too. Like, it's a team effort. I mean, who you practice against matters a lot for this as well.
Yeah.
The first item, which I imagine is either going to be a Ludens or Storm Surge off of this Hex Tech alternator.
I mean, I do think that Worlds this year, like... I think the LCK teams are going to be so strong because of the format as well.
As a defense maneuver.
Because, like, you have Seal saying that VKS couldn't get in there until, like, 2 days before the tournament. And then you're going to have the Korean teams who just have the edge of being in Korea all year and being better teams. Because they are. And you're going to feel it a lot more. Because there's not going to be scrim bubbles or scrim pockets that emerge. It's just going to be, oh, Korea's too good. And we don't have time to catch up. It is the same for the LPL, but the LPL teams are much worse than the Korean teams this year.
Yeah, substantially.
Like, there's just too much RNG and variance with those teams, and I think a lot of the Korean projects are at the end of, like, 2-year projects, whereas a lot of the top LPL teams are on 1-year projects right now.
Yeah.
You're looking at Solid Snake. You know, despite what you
I think that's a really good way to put it.
How good Tarzan randomly is this year, dude. Tarzan is. I've always been a big Tarzan fan, but yeah, he's so good.
Yeah, you know what?
No, I've always been a big Tarzan fan.
Winsome sets up the knock-up on the Ichi.
I think Fearless helped him out a little bit because he can just play anything.
Behind him, thanks to Winsome for the safeguard.
Not as good as he was. I think part of it's the region, though, too.
So that he does not go down and give Astral's 8th.
I think part of it's the region. Like, I think the only other good jungler in that region, or like elite jungler, is Cubby.
5K up at 13.
Because Wei wasn't elite. Shadow and Beishuan are not elite. JJ wasn't great.
SDM really won't.
IG is losing to T1.
Have a lane to play through.
I'm counting IG out.
Responding to every play so well.
If they beat T1, good for them, but that'd be shocking.
There's no real recourse.
In order for IG to make it into the tournament, they only have to do something that no LPL team has ever done in the history of League of Legends before, and that's beat Faker at Worlds. So, good luck. They can win games. I just think the way that IG wins games are like heroic late game team fights. That's like the biggest piece of the identity I can see from them. And T1 gets A, too far ahead early, where it is harder to find those positions because they can blow you out of the water, and B, T1 also have heroic late game team fighting.
They do.
And it is plot armor, but it isn't plot armor, you know?
Oh my god, Tuesday at 4 a.m. for me is when that game is.
At 4 Sky.
Ouch.
And late really is just gonna describe.
I will say,
SDM get this game. So much
Chinese
so that
Worlds
this
sucked
would really be their
when I was
Yeah.
Central Time,
really see.
but I really liked Korea Worlds because I'd wake up at 4:45.
Turret is going to go down.
Oh,
It was great.
yeah.
Go so much further.
It was
You can see
great.
how effective they were taking plates in this lane.
I'm on Eastern.
Game start at 5. Yeah.
SDM did.
Because like if I want to watch it now, it's gonna be like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. and I'm gonna
Yep.
be
advantage off of turret plates alone.
some bad habits are gonna form if I'm up during those times.
Yeah.
Team fights and skirmishes.
Will this finally be Chovy's year?
The past 14 minutes.
I don't know,
Probably
man.
not.
We didn't want
I think T1 has like actual mental edge over Gen G at Worlds.
The level 1.
Because like it's gotta be in Gen G's heads that they can't lose to these guys domestically and then they can't beat them internationally.
Unfortunate events for the Tigres to come. As now Astral have yet
Yeah, that's
to-
gotta
Higher chance LPL than Gen G? No fucking way, man. If BLG wins Worlds, everything I know about League of Legends is a lie.
Woo, Mark, we went too long without a pause. Let's be honest. So this is only natural.
Like those LPL teams make me so angry watching them.
Me too, Shin.
Like legitimately angry.
Yeah.
Outside of AL. AL is the only team that doesn't make me angry consistently. And sometimes they make me angry. The rest of the teams actually make me mad.
Yeah.
What your win
Like I'll watch top esports play. Cause like that team, I mean, I don't know like how those teams talk, but it's pretty clear to me that team is just run through Cubby.
Those are things
Cause like every play is made around Cubby and through Cubby, and sometimes Cubby just takes a wrong play, and then it goes bad, and that's okay.
It really can hurt you.
But I think that what happened in first stand is a lot of teams just early gank Jaculov in the bot lane, and then Cubby's plan wasn't able to be executed because the bot lane fucked up, and then top just fell apart.
Be able to get back in it. I will say their lead is huge. So.
Furthest dominant team from complete mental illness they've had was JDG. Legit madness. No, you're 100% right. Like I mean AL honestly is they still like take madness fights, but they draft the best, which is not saying a lot because I think no LPL team actually knows how to draft on red side. It's pretty bad.
Off of this bottom jungle entrance. Second dragon does spawn, and Solid Snake is immediately on it with Ghost.
Yeah, what's up, Scapegoat?
A ward was placed over the dragon pit wall.
I think Gen G are the favorites coming in.
Darkened out by the control ward there in.
But I think it's another year where like it's Gen G being the favorites. How many times has this happened before?
Overall,
yeah.
Strength being secured for
like. I think the biggest thing for T1 this year is that if they get pushed, they can't just go, okay, Carrier, you're gonna play Ashe, Caitlyn, Pyke for the Bard for the rest of the tournament, and it's fine. You know, you can't do that in Fearless. Like you can't just decide that you're gonna play this eclectic support champion pool that no one else can beat you on or match you on.
Job. I worked with a couple people who spoke Spanish. I learned a lot.
And I think that does matter a lot for T1 because I think that T1 in the past, like, I mean, they've had like a lot of players who were goated, but Zeus and Carrier were just consistently the best players in their role in T1's Worlds runs.
They can do some serious
damage. And I think this year, like, I expect Carrier to be the best support because when Carrier shows up, he is just the only person on the planet that can wake up on any given day and be the best support in the world. No one else can do it the way that Carrier does. Goodbye, Ichiwin.
So long, Ichiwin. Oh!
Oh, it's a disaster.
Okay, well, Wix does find him with the pulverized combo. Maybe it's still advised, but they still.
It was a disaster.
Oh my god.
They actually threw.
Maybe to turn this game around.
Oh wait, it kind of mattered. Oh, it didn't matter.
Oh my god.
It didn't matter. Okay. It's still a 6K gold lead.
The wallets are too fat.
Yeah, I fear that the Lee Sin combo was so fast that he was on the wrong side of the wall in the end, you know?
Yep. He was a little too quick with it.
Yeah.
Would have let that play go and chalk it up to the comedy of errors.
A lesser man would have let that play go. Well, letting the play go might have been the right idea.
Cubby, don't you just get league fatigue? I legit can't bring it up anymore. I mean, I had a break before the promotion tournament for this week, so I'm fine this week, but 100% I get fatigue, man. Like, come week 3, week 4 of the regular season, like, I already get burned out because there are more regular season games than playoff games. Playoffs are fine. You get better games, you get higher stake games, and like you want to watch those, but regular season, when it's like the thralls of the regular season and I'm going through to like figure out if teams are good or not, like if I'm gonna keep on watching their VODs or not, it's brutal.
So, yeah. At least Solid Snake can rest easy. Like even if the goat Rafa can mess up the.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have a very different relationship with this game if I'm not casting it moving forward, because I can't have the same relationship with it that I have now. It's just not possible.
Death charge already on top of the Lee Sin. Veer's popping the lightning crash, seeing if he can get those empowered auto attacks. The rip through his Raw members. Wins flash. From Johnny.
That's a big shutdown.
That is.
Maybe.
He gets bored of making cars, of course he does.
Some cracks in the armor that Astral are showing. Ghost splashing and dying. Certainly far from ideal. And Virtus being the one to pick up that shutdown.
Yeah.
If you're SDM Tigres,
I burn out.
Put that gold on. So
I do.
While this isn't a comeback in itself, that's step one.
I mean, I take different approaches like every split to try and keep things fresh. Like some splits, I'll listen to a lot of other broadcasters. This past split, I listened to more co-streamers. I've had splits where I listen to a lot of like podcasts. I've had splits where I listen to none.
Where they would get comfortable with their lead. Tigres would take fights with no fear.
Yeah.
And if they are able to find,
I think that's a good way to do that, though. Kind of switch it up a little for yourself.
It challenges me. It keeps things different. That is something I picked up from when I did the. Cody's dead as hell.
Yeah.
Poppy.
Oh.
Wait. Oh wait, he didn't have E. I think he flashed the E. Oh, it's bad. When I did the audio-only broadcast, I definitely swapped it up a lot more after that.
Yeah.
Because like that was probably the greatest broadcasting test I was ever given, was doing the audio-only broadcast for League of Legends.
Yeah.
I improved a lot doing that just because it was so weird.
And now the next target up to bat is Virus as he skates over the wall back to safety, but the movement speed is strong for Astral Esports. And Virus, you better be praying for a comeback.
How I felt about you was always very positive. I mean, I try my best. I mean, I appreciate that. Something about the game that was wrong. Yeah, I mean, I don't have scrim data. I probably get things wrong. Yeah, the way that I view it is I have to keep up, and I'm decent at keeping up. But if I don't get scrim data, I'm gonna be behind. So I mean, like, to prep for this tournament, I sat in scrims for like a couple teams. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, it helps that like I at least tried to do it, or at least like coach the team. Where I mean, I didn't achieve anything too significant, but I'm pretty proud of the fact I took like players that started Plat 2 and then took a game off Maryville two years in a row. That's pretty good. I think I'm pretty proud of that one looking back.
Yeah, it's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that, Rocco.
The Blanc Lee Sin are very strong. A lot of this damage is the Sivir. So that's the hope.
I mean, it just comes from like, again, the view of this game. Like, it changes every 2 weeks, quite literally, and it changes every day that these guys compete. And I at least play to the high enough level where I get that. I think once you get that, it definitely changes the way you look at it.
Two-item Lee Sin. Nearly 3 items coming up for Ghost, and Cody has.
Like, I mean, a big part about this tournament is Locket versus Redemption, right? It's not just blanket redemptions anymore, and that changes a lot. Because Nautilus really wants Locket, so like his value goes up in this tournament. Ichiwin, oh god, Ichiwin, no.
Oh.
You're going to Miami? Oh, have fun, Rocco. Not too much fun, but have fun. You getting a nice meal down there, I assume?
And Ghost cleans up all the rest. Johnny now isolated from the rest of the members of his team because they're all just corpses scattered among summoners.
Be there for 2 weeks? Oh, damn. Have a good time, man. I know they got great food down there.
Every tool they need.
I've not made it down to Miami, but my friend in Jacksonville goes down there often for golf.
That's right, and that's a big be able to pick up on
patch 2 Red Side games. By the way, something for you guys is Crystal Ball or Pick'ems at home. There's a reverse sweep question, and I put 0.
And
ooh,
I started
okay.
playing golf, actually. Golf's fun. I put 0 because it's too hard to win 3 Red Side games in a row.
It
honestly.
is hard, very hard.
You gotta win 2 Red Side games in a row if you want to reverse sweep.
I said there will be 1.
It might be a team that mentally booms, but I think it's
yeah.
hard.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Beatdown.
I don't know. I come at every year. I come at like the pick'ems and the crystal ball and stuff. Definitely as more of a fan than like somebody who works with it, you know.
Yeah, I told Liam or Leo the Chosen,
Yeah.
the person who does stats for the LTA. I was like, you should do a statistically correct pick 'em and like make a video about it. I think people would find it interesting.
Oh yeah.
It might help someone like get something right.
The bottom tier 3 turret. He does not care.
Cause like I always loved like the mathematically correct set.
Yeah.
Even if like I felt like the tagline or the selling of it was very fun / funny.
Yeah.
Just given the theory of the build.
Yeah, does feel like the TP.
Yeah, I have a
little
good buddy of mine
adventurous.
who's a
So far
set one
ahead,
trick,
take whatever
and
you can get.
Oh yeah.
when they
Camps that Mataz ended up securing.
when they did the mathematically correct set stuff, he was like, honestly, I don't know if it's actually good, but I'm having a lot of fun being mathematically correct set.
It was a good sell, it was.
Yeah.
He's still only a Renekton with one item and some components he bought from the dollar store. It's Thrall Esports doing everything to deny Tigris a way back into this game. The tier 3 turret will be the first one in this base to fall. The inhibitor will be the next one.
We have so much power right now. They could look to end the game right now. And honestly, that's kind of what I'm hoping to see from Astral. I really like when teams have overwhelming advantages like this, and you know, they don't pussyfoot around the subject. The subject being, look,
Did you say pussyfoot?
They are-
Let's go, Pete.
So I gotta
Okay.
That's what Astral are looking for.
Getting
But
some
at the
words
moment,
out
they're
there.
backing off and making me very sad, Mark.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
The Thrall being maybe cautious, too cautious for your taste beatdown, but
Whoa.
Esports knowing how important the stakes
I didn't think that'd
are,
have sound.
ensuring that this game goes their way. Don't want to take any chances that they deem unnecessary, too risky. They even left the inhibitor open so that Tigris don't get even more gold potentially swinging their
Yeah, I
way
want to
with those
see
super minions.
Estral running at
Give
Baron
a lot of
once
respect
it's up
to
here,
Tigris's
I
ability
think.
to still scale back in this game, even
Or
with an
once
overwhelming
Drake comes up,
13,000
at least.
gold advantage on their side. To their credit, if a fight ever does go wrong, it's not only big shutdown bounties, but it's also a lot of standing gold on the map with objective bounties on their side as well in a lot of those tier 1 turrets.
And Mark, I'm here.
Actually, no, what am I saying? I'm cooking a little too hard. They just need to force them to fight them at Dragon.
Look at ghost items versus Virus items. Don't talk to me about respect, bro. Like, just kill these guys. Like, if you lose this fight,
Just kill these
Will
guys.
Summit get his spot back if Astral win this tournament? Oh no.
Probably not.
Lost this game, I would just declare SDM the winners of the series. Because, like, what the hell, man?
I mean, we'll see how far Riot's gonna go.
Yeah.
honestly.
Fair enough.
You know,
They already, I mean,
I feel like I just got
to be fair, they already went a little bit further than what I thought. I thought that once he screen peeks, by the way, I thought that match should have been DSG 3-1. I don't think they should even played out the rest of it.
Yeah.
Hence why I said ball don't lie.
in this day and age.
You know
Like,
what? My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
My
yeah.
bad.
Ball do not lie.
I love that phrase so much.
It's a good
I
one.
was watching Cubs Brewers, and there was a ball don't lie call. There was like a pitcher threw a strike that was
Yeah.
like, it was not framed well, but it was very clearly a strike.
Yeah.
And then the next pitch, he just swung at a ball, and we got the K. I'm like, hey, ball don't lie.
Huh?
Oh wait, Ghost got knocked up by depth charge. Oh, he got out of shockwave. GG.
Oh my god.
Johnny stunned a minion.
Yep.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, GG.
Oh no.
Astral.
This game was over in level 1. Do we get a reverse sweep?
Man, GG. GG Estral. No ASTM comes back down 2-0.
It might not be Ghost.
I mean, that's a Ghost MVP for sure.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Alright.
Away.
12-1 and 12.
Sending home
Sheesh.
SDM for winning the
Jesus.
second rematch and finally getting their first win against SDM Tigres.
Is Thrall Esports. We did not expect this to be the outcome of the first 2 games of this series.
Good
But
lord.
then
I
the
can't believe it.
The
consequences
Tigres are out here really reminding everyone that Summit was the problem.
the moment as we now send a match point.
One game, Mark. That's all that separates Astral Esports from so much. The losers final. Sending SDM
Jeez.
Tigres packing and finally getting their first best of 5 win against them in this past
I did
win.
not
Playoffs. It did not go
see
the way
any of
others
this going
thought.
this
So
way.
many expectations, and they weren't able to meet them. But here, where it really counts, as they say, the third time pays for all.
And it's just an evolution of Astral Esports coordination and teamwork from what we saw in LRM playoffs to now here in our lower bracket semifinal for the LTA North Promotion Tournament. It just is frankly impressive to see that the time has been well spent for this squad between losing to Tigres in upper final and grand final to now where everything is on the line. If you look back to the fact that Estral Esports almost didn't even make it into the promotion tournament from Conviction Esports, who are fielding their own sub, to now Estral Esports, the team doesn't even look the same compared to what we were getting in earlier glances and looks from this squad. And for the Tigres, we were impressed.
One of the hardest parts, I think, for SDM here is going to be to reset mentally
so far, their looks in
to get through the rest of this series.
Not been nearly as confident, and now their backs are against the wall.
Imagine being the Tigres and being down 0-2 to a streamer that's playing top lane that usually plays as like mid. Like, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Hey, that's brutal.
It's got to feel terrible.
The Tigres have been really weak this tournament. I mean, they made LG look good.
Yes.
And LG did smoke them, and they won a game they really should not have won. But that's the only game that the Tigres have like been even close to being even just remotely competitive in. Masters mid lane playing top diff. Oh my god. Okay, I need to go get empty glass out of the way, get more coffee and a quick snack. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna be like just 1 minute.
Yeah, you're good. Oh. All right, chat. Looks like it's just you and me. Hi, person. Hello, I'm Patch. If you guys aren't familiar with me, I was Blue Otter's league analyst this past split. Cubby had me on today. We went over some of the scouting stuff I did, and, you know, just hanging. Who is the handsomest Blue Otter player, and why is it Quacker? I am a big Quacker fan. Quacker's great. You know, I don't think we'll be able to drag him out of retirement again, but, you know, I was glad I got to work with him. So you're saying you can introduce me to music? I don't think I ever met music.
The handsomest Blue Otter player, and why is it Quacker? I'm happy for music going to MU.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool pickup for him.
It is. That'll be a good spot for him. You know, obviously they have insane resources for player development and stuff, and you know, if you're
I think that he's been, I mean, the thing about music for me is that he's always just been really solid.
Yeah.
I know that people like behind the scenes have said he's a very positive contributor to teams too.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes he's not always flashy, but he's been really solid, and if you're consistent, able to do that on your own, getting the resources that MU can help you with, and yeah, it can help you, you know,
take you to that next step if you're looking for that.
It's like one thing to put an undisciplined player in that system. It's another one to put like an already disciplined player in there. Because I think sometimes you get very different reactions, right?
2 hours ago, going into this series, I would not.
Yeah.
I'd say you're crazy. I'd say you're crazy.
Yeah.
I'd say you're trying to fool us with your nonsense and your conspiracy theories and your tinfoil hats, and yet it's a 2-0 for Australia.
I still can't believe this level one.
It's a crazy timeline that we are witnessing right now, but it is so exciting for Estral fans everywhere.
Winston just knocked up everyone.
Yeah.
Jerry, the owner of Estral Esports, he is just waiting desperately for Game 3 to arrive and be a victory for Estral Esports. so that they can celebrate properly and at least get one more chance into getting into that grand final for the rematch against the Skies, because their next opponents would be Luminosity. But of course, on the other side for Tigres, the series, while daunting right now, it is not over, but we have to start asking some serious questions on what Tigres need to do in order to rebound.
Wow, it is. I'm kind of at a loss at the answer to that question, Mark, because you look at game one, I'd say a multi-threat comp because Vera still played really well. But, you know, he couldn't be the only one to do damage. It was just too difficult in that situation. All right, game two. We put Sky on the Oriana. But now, Virtus, honestly, they lose hard in that 2v2 in the bot side. Ghost was able to do so well alongside Winsome to just get a very natural advantage that just ballooned to an astronomical level where there was really no chance of a comeback. So now I don't know.
Yeah. We didn't get a chance to see Tigres leverage any advantages.
I wonder if Tigres are gonna pull out something weird here.
Potentially playing through Johnny's
Like particularly strange.
Credit to Shintal. Yeah, he went down in CS, but he never dropped a solo death in that matchup. And man, he had an impact on the Gragas too, man. Body slam flashes, found critical moments, and carries being able to isolate targets with the explosive cask as well.
All right, Johnny, I know that was a hard game,
frothing at the mouth,
but we cannot get 3-0'd by a Master Tier mid laner playing top.
Side of the map when they're playing post.
Oh, it's showing it missing it.
Oh.
Wait, the best part is that he actually has like a Gragas clip of him doing all the abilities on stream, by the way.
For that team.
Oh, really?
He really did. Just so much went well for the side of Astral Esports, and going into this, what could be the final game, they just need to stick the landing mark. This could be a 3-0. This is a matchup that Astral Esports has never been able to win. When we're looking back at the LRN playoffs, losing in the winners final, losing again in grand finals. So being able to win here, kick them out of this tournament, it really would be gratifying.
And for Astral Esports, an organization that has had
I do also love seeing people play Pax Sivir. Like, such a throwback skin.
Being able to take domestic titles and represent the best of Latin America on the international stage at both MSI and World in history. I mean everything for Astral Esports as an organization to continue having a shot and being able to play in Tier 1. Obviously, there's still two more teams that they would have to best in order to get there. But when we look at the top
of
our show and wondering, man, how are Astral gonna even
that's
play out
hysterical.
They have yet the best in a best of 5. Well, if they can do it here, I mean, who knows what else can come their way once they start playing against the last 2 remaining teams in the tournament.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm downloading that right now.
Still, one more step.
Dinner date to get to. Ooh.
Of course, we always have to acknowledge the chance of a reverse sweep, but we also
props to our chatters going on dinner dates, you know.
Look at them go.
Has been playing
about it.
Entire series, because man, in this second game in particular too, that's what we call a jungle diff, and not the kind where the enemy jungle shows up in my lane and I tell Mark jungle diff, like actually jungle.
Yeah, very true. He's definitely been more than just Solid Snake. He has been an excellent jungler for Astral Esports in this match. And when you look for in history of how these two players have interacted with each other during the LRM playoffs, a lot of the broadcast members
on the download this clip
were discussing how Mataz is having a fantastic playoffs tournament run, and
I would like to.
Is it not letting you download it?
Jungle gap from
plugging out.
Oh, that's a pain.
Declared him the finals MVP, the overall playoff MVP. That was putting up quite the
tutorial de cómo jugar Gragas.
Going into this rematch against SDM, knowing that Mataz had the best of him in those 2 previous best of 5s, and what allowed Tigres to have a point to rally behind and being
maybe in a pinch later you can use OBS to like record it or something. Oh, nice.
I got it.
But Solid Snake has been outperforming Mataz in this series, and now Astral are 1 game away from being able to advance.
Before I forget, it's my duty to spread the gospel of Mega Bonk, Game of the Year.
Oh yes, I've heard it's awesome.
That LRN playoffs glory, where he was able to lead SDM from the.
I don't think I've heard of it. Mega Bonk.
Again, series isn't over yet. There is that chance of reverse sweep that we have to acknowledge. But wow,
The heck is
Estrella
this?
has one more step left to win this series.
You're just
SDM
running
has
around,
several
and
before we can even start that discussion for them.
your character kills people with abilities.
Chance to look at some social feeds just to see if the clip I mentioned about Shintal's Gragas popped up, and it definitely did.
Yeah, I'm about to tweet it, Robert.
You guys gotta go check that out. It really is one of the best.
It's so fun. It's a
clips,
roguelike.
in
Oh,
this
okay.
But also have to give props over to Ghost on Astral, because we pointed out that Ghost was one of the best players to come from the LRN run for this squad.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you're signing a world champion, this is the kind of results that you are expecting to put out with. And even though game one, the focus wasn't necessarily on him, since Cody was attracting and drawing a lot of the attention on that vein. This time around, he got a big lead on the Sivir, and he and Winsome not only got the better of Virus, they dominated that lane, and you saw the massive gold advantage he was walking around with by 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. And we got to give a lot of credit, of course.
Yeah, Ghost
to,
has been looking good.
Solid Snake for how he neutralized Mataz.
Snake's been looking good.
Impacting the spot lane matchup, but so much credit.
Even the top laner's been looking pretty good.
Finding this overwhelming advantage overall, and being.
I gotta say, Johnny not being able to beat an auto-filled mid laner or top laner.
Was almost 3K, and that was
Not good for the brand, Johnny. We gotta step it up.
It is not good for the brand.
If you're playing Sivir, you do so much DPS, and of course that spell shield makes it a little harder for people to focus on you.
What was the Justin Timberlake thing? This is gonna ruin the tour.
Yeah, this is gonna ruin the tour.
Really shows how important
So Pacemaker, I don't watch many streamers. I do watch Summit. I was watching Summit play Mega Bonk.
Well, more coordinated.
If Summit's having a great time, you know the game's good.
In this specified, then all 5 members have been this entire tournament, even when Summit was still playing on the roster before the suspension. So the fact that Astral Esports have found their stride, they found their groove, and they are 1 game away from being able to defeat the demons that conquered them twice in the Tigres in the upper final and grand final of LRN Split 2. This is overall 1 great step forward for this team to be not just a team of 5 strong individuals, which was how the roster was originally built, but it could now be a well-structured, well-coordinated team that can potentially challenge Luminosity.
Dude, the cast that he has for himself in this cosplay is so funny.
Yeah.
I think he just put a towel over a laundry basket.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Move forward up against LG for a chance to
Summit was always the problem. APA.
APA, holy moly. Oh my god.
Generational.
Still here, want to get it.
And into the draft phase we go. Already 3 bans.
Basically the same bands from Estral on blue. I think the Trundle's different, but
Ian, this man is saving the team.
The Lucian band.
He almost matches your Gragas cosplay, you know?
In this best of 5. Tegan is taking notice that, hey,
the odd orange APA Hillbilly Gragas special.
Immediately blind pick.
Alright, they got Wukong.
And the Wukong.
Nah, this one beats mine. Dude, the cask, I'm pretty sure that he has like a laundry hamper. You just put a towel and a ribbon over. It's I cannot get over how funny that is.
Already a pretty strong top jungle duo.
Alright, we have Jax, Johnny.
And that opportunity to have a top laner who's going to be really strong inside.
nah, his beats mine. Mine was low effort.
Putting on the carry pants for real, Mark.
And both, not only Xin Zhao, but also Jax can be strong tools for.
Give him the Annie.
Mentioned. Depending on how many auto attackers Astral will be relying on, but the Annie does show itself in this game 3. Now, normally we see it mid lane, but.
But you gotta let that Annie be a flex.
Yeah.
Guys, they gave the Annie over to Shintal X. Now,
it's gotta be.
Unmatched aura.
Swap happen again like we did last time? Not sure.
Yeah, we'll see. There's that option potentially for the Akali to come through for the side of Astral. Could see Cody do that and go for that IRL swap you mentioned, or maybe Shintal X would be the one to play that, and it really is Annie mid. We'll have to see. It ends up being a Jhin in the bottom lane. Not the most amount of damage, but you're Already working with a good bit, Mark. I'm gonna pitch something to you.
Okay.
And it's good.
Okay.
SDM just needs to play Seraphine. It's so good.
Ooh.
It's so
Okay.
good. I promise.
Yeah.
In fact, if Astral don't ban it, like surely SDM will play that pick. Like it's already really good. When you pair it with champs like Jackson Zin,
Yeah.
not a whole lot of damage is there from Astral. So you know, Ezreal, Annie, you have that healing shielding. I can feel it. I can smell it, Mark.
Yeah, and I think the call out from Tigres banning away the Karma,
Just
not
unreal aura.
Ezreal Karma can be such an obnoxious lane to play against, but having the constant shields to give
Aura
you
like we've
space
never
to stay
seen
necessary
before.
to continuously pump out Mystic shots,
Yeah.
give Wukong some space and sustain to play out a prolonged team fight as we get further and further into the later stages of the game. And if you eliminate more enchanter options, and then you take one of the best enchanters left available in that Seraphine, then
Pretty
yeah,
good.
I'm on that same line with you,
So-
Beatdown. Istral paying some respect over to Sky, though, by banning out that Syndra.
Right, want to remove some of those big range burst damage options for Sky, because again, they are lacking a little bit in that damage department, so it does make me wonder what Sky's going to go in with. And yeah, the Akali ban makes sense. Could anticipate that either Shintal or Cody would be playing it at, depend on champ allocation.
Tigres doing their homework and covering their bases there. Still curious where this Annie ends up going. In any other circumstances, we
Morgana,
would just
ooh,
say
good.
that yes, it goes mid lane for Cody. However, because we've seen it from Shintal in this tournament, that's where the hesitation comes from. But this Bard for Ichi
Ooh.
win was monumental. in
I do
their
like the
grand
Bard
final
here.
performance against this Thrall
I mean, Bard is too
for
OP,
the LOL
man.
playoffs.
Yeah.
So
Like this champion, I think he's my highest win rate champion for Worlds.
give them the key
In the right hands, this champion's just so filthy
Yeah,
broken.
and I mean, it does make sense.
Yeah,
do just
he really
think
is.
I really like Seraphine here, but you still
Like watching a
have
good Bard versus a
pretty
Bard
good
play is
playmaking
just night and day.
potential that
Yeah.
So we'll see what
ultimately
Ichi's
pertains.
wins
The roams
Bard
are
looks
gonna be
like. So
really
far, he's not
impactful,
sold me
and
on being a
able to
great
use that
sport.
magical journey to attack from.
Yes, we're playing Malphite!
Oh my god.
it's
Oh my
happening.
god!
It's
Oh,
happening.
Phil King!
Totally
Pick
without
Silas. Pick Silas, pick Silas, pick Silas. Scott, you
It's
have to
such
play
an
Silas.
insane
You have to play
pick.
Silas. Silas is too insane in this game.
We're too lost in the sauce.
Johnny's like, you gotta play Silas, Ben.
It's just dog water. So you know, I still think the answer is Seraphine. By the way.
What?
Just throwing that out. Seraphine mid.
You gotta
You
play
gotta.
Silas.
You
gotta
gotta.
play Silas. You gotta play Silas.
I'm always taking
I
Silas. Man.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right.
you just-
I think the Silas wins. I think Silas has a pretty unreal game.
He's got so many good ults.
If they want to play Silas, they can, but Cody is going to have a monster laning phase, supposedly, into this Silas. Now,
Yeah.
okay, we need to wait for the 20-second timer. I'm not going to get baited. Until
Tin
the
mid
very
is not
end. There we
real.
go.
It's okay, Mark.
Yeah,
It can't hurt you.
I know.
Yeah, dude, Zothby is tweeting out, this series win or lose, astrologist shows the state of the current top lane.
In the LFL too, but you know, both times.
I mean, the Astral owner's never gonna invest in top lane again.
Whoa! Oh, both times. Hang on.
Ah.
Insanity won with Jin mid.
Okay, cool.
Come on.
Winning doesn't mean the pick was good. Like, let's,
Oh,
let's,
yeah,
let's keep it a stack.
Put some respect on David Shawley's name, bro. Come.
Dude, David Shawley is great. He's a good player. I just don't like Jin mid. That's all.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, composition's officially locked in. We called it earlier on in the broadcast, y'all. As we get further and further down the fearless line, Malphite is going to be a legitimate option for Shintal in this scenario. And lo and behold, even though they weren't able
God, look
to
at him go.
ban
Okay.
Silas away and
My room gets hot.
defend it further, at
I-
least we get to see
I think that this is gonna go to 4.
himself
I have faith in
load up
Sky
onto
Silas. I feel like if this guy was hyped up at all,
And in
he's
Yeah.
gotta be able to play a Silas game that looks like this.
very close to getting the 3-0.
Yeah, he
That's what
definitely
the
does.
broadcast
Like,
have
Like, it's too good of a Silas game.
the ideal Silas game,
around the
even.
roster. And SDM, Tigres, woof, they really need to wake up. They want a chance in this series.
When I wake up-
One game away from elimination, one game away from losing their chance to compete.
Dude, Malphite is such a based autofill pick, though.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's such a based autofill pick.
And he's playing Shamrock.
Tigres and match point for Istral Esports.
This is a very playable matchup.
No level ones this time. Things are a lot more chill than before.
I mean, Johnny, we gotta win one of these, man, please.
Really, as much as I I agree with how good Silas looks here in terms of ults. We see what Cody...
Tell my son this was Zeus.
Against all the matches these teams have played against each other so far in Split 2. And we saw what he did in Game 1 with a big advantage. And I mean, Annie, as long as you dodge the Abscond Abduct, is a pretty good advantage. You can see it. He even goes first strike, which you don't see a lot of anymore. But in this matchup, there will be a good amount of value gained from it.
Yeah, he's got the range, so probably trying to help continuously farm even more gold onto him. Oh my god, the level 1 roam from Ichiwin. That's going to push Cody off, and
that feels bad.
That does.
On.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, well played from Cody to be able to
they swapped.
Done and not really have to lose anything for that roam.
I mean, this is good for Malphite.
That Ichiwin was spending away
Yeah.
from...
He hasn't missed any XP.
Being able to see all 3 lanes now as...
Oh, I would have lost my shield to farm that one.
Did a bit of a lane swap here. This
Come on. Oh, okay, you go hit the wave, Shintal.
Try and punish Shintal X's
Get up there, brother.
Jin early
You got a shield that refreshes on your passive. You got to use this.
Builds a ton of armor.
Well, there's a chance he might not know.
About 80 carry damage, but early on when he doesn't have those armor
Shamrock Malf.
If this brother's doing what he's doing on the Gragas,
so I like the move there.
he's got to know he has had to have played some Malphite in his life.
That's the hope.
Game is welcome. Oh, Winsome.
Nice look though from Astral Esports overall. Unfortunate that Winsome doesn't connect with the Zenith Blade, but
Shamrock Malphite, he knows ball. Yeah, you get it, very green apples.
Also, Cody's rocking first strike for this. That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, Execute, you can't really force Silas out, so I think he's just signing up to like trying to get to 2 items sooner.
Yeah.
But if we talk about scaling,
which is
later
curious.
The game, SDM Tigres, they have a lot to work with here. Silas, the game goes on.
Okay, now we hate our life as Malphite.
Again, with the ults he's able to steal and the stats that he will.
Come on, you gotta go get the cannon at least, man. Play the game a little bit. Okay, he can't play the game.
So if SDM,
it's Jover.
Are able to keep even.
Wait, he actually might.
Advantages.
Oh no, I think he missed cannon XP.
Fight their way to a win. And
I think
course,
he did.
There's the fact that Johnny, as once we get later on into the game,
I think he did
it's
too.
really hard for anybody to be able to 1v1 him, making him, as we pointed out in draft, a big side lane threat.
That's right.
All right, swapping in a Malphite does look like it was the right call.
Put Shintal X further behind. He's still gonna be
as Johnny's doing much better.
Have the chance to
yeah, he is.
And find a knock up onto at least 1 guaranteed target, if not multiple. The rest
they were like, all right, he can't beat this guy in the top lane, so let's put him against the bot lane instead.
If they continue leveraging Cody on this Annie and giving Ghost a 2v1 lane into the Jax.
Twice now, I saw Winsome miss a Zenith Blade and thinking, wow, he must be really happy he missed that.
Yeah. Well, he's going to flash over the wall. Mataz and Johnny falling over as well, and Winsome is just going to give his...
Maybe get Johnny.
He's got no way out. Maybe Ghost
can
find 1 kill.
Yeah, but then you don't... Oh, a TP was coming in. Shield Ghost, they win. They win this. Mataz no flash.
Even though he has the health advantage, he has a deal.
Yeah, well played. Wow.
That was
really
well played. Yeah.
That was a really good TP.
Nice use of the TP advantage from Cody. Now he's going to be able to go mid and not really lose very much.
Fucking Shintal sitting at 6 CS.
What really matters is Ghost gets the red buff.
Oh.
On this Ezreal, getting this lead is so nice.
Sky being able to intercept Cody on the way back to mid lane.
He's having a terrible time up there.
Below 200 HP.
Yeah, he is. Winsome's coming to save him.
Unfortunately,
my God.
That flash was burned a couple minutes ago, beatdown.
That's right. Again, so much value from that play. Paid forward onto this bot lane teleport that Cody was able to produce. And now you can see that lead starting to grow there. Oh my God, the minion saved his life.
Oh, and solid Snake flashing forward.
I fear.
Cooldown does not come back in time, and indeed,
it's also not Roa Silas, and I think Roa Silas is very correct this game.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So I'm just disappointed.
Wow.
I fear this may be still be a 3-0. Just not in the direction we were expecting.
He probably won't, to be honest. So it's just win, win, win for Astral.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, right.
On the Ezreal against that has no tanks, Mark.
And the stark reality of Istral Esports cleaning out a 3-0 sweep is starting to slowly settle in. Cody will intercept Mataz in the jungle, throws down the Tibbers, and Shintal X does not level 6, but he can still clap that ass. Mataz going down. Istral Esports on the board for their 5th kill of the game. Sky getting intercepted, has the Malphite ulti, but Cody, perfect flash on the frame of the ultimate, is able to get away from Sky's hands.
Beautiful reaction, and yet another small victory there for Astral. And you can see it, Winsome here to allow Cody to easily get this next wave in and recall.
It's not a battle for kills or CS, it is just a battle of mental fortitude, and there's no way Johnny is winning that.
That's 5 kills Astral have been able to produce.
Shintal, not even level 6, and he has made a positive impact on this game with the Rock Monster, man. I know he's down 25 CS, he's still a Malphite. And
Down
He's still
20.
going to be giving over that unstoppable force to a Silas.
Yes, he is.
Are looking grander and grander here.
So not only does he have no CS, but he's also giving the best ult in the game that Silas could ask for over to Silas. But at least that Silas is 0-1 and building wrong, guys. It's fine.
It's all gonna work out, I think.
On this wave, maybe there's a chance that he could have an impact, and he does. He has access to
Top is not a battle for kills or CS. It is just a battle of mental fortitude, and there is no way Johnny is winning that battle. Why does Ezreal have 3 kills in 7 minutes? Because there was a play bot where Cody TP'd, and it was very good, actually. So Ez got all of them.
On the top side river, obscured in the
They won the 3v3.
by that control ward. Wind becomes lightning, does barely miss on Cody.
There was a 3v3.
He's just taking his due diligence and pushing up the wave.
Yeah, Shintal.
Priority necessary for Istral to secure all 3 growths.
Farm those grass procs.
Nice job, Shintal. You're killing it.
The worst part is that if you're down like this too, like that matchup is actually, once Jack starts winning, it's kind of hard to come back.
Yeah.
At least your E is what it is as Malphite, but Jesus, man. I feel like this guy's the, like, really playing the I am autofilled, I am playing not to lose card a little bit too heavily.
Yeah.
This game. A little too heavy.
Tegan is not completely out of this game, but the foundation blocks for an Astral Game 3 victory have already been set. Ghost is 3 kills ahead, has a bounty on his head as a response. Already working to stack up that tier, a sheen in his pocket. Mataz and the rest of Tigres trying to find any small advantages.
The grub pickup is pretty nice too.
But Winsome is enough to at least help secure Solid Snake. Big chicken nugget there. And the next objective play is not for some time here, beatdown. So Astral Esports, they are chilling as they scale on up.
The only bright side for SDM, they got that first dragon. Soul is technically on the menu for them. Will they be able to focus down and get the remaining ones is the question. 1,000 gold at this stage, not too big, really. It is a lot of it is on Ghost. So as long as he doesn't get more kills, right, guys? Okay.
Magical Journey is a nice way to disengage from any situation there for the Tigres there. So like we said before, there's no real objectives to play around, but Astral Esports feel very confident in being able to take any fights around Ghost Ezreal at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult unless they're able to prioritize him, take him down, and actually kill him. That could be a big fight turner because the majority of the lead Astral are working with are him.
Cody might be in trouble, but dodges the chain.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
No, he's still dead. He's still dead. They still got barded.
Yeah. Some fancy footwork, though.
Snake could get 2 with flash.
And the rest of
Okay, no.
have to make the hell out of there as Mataz forces the early cycle.
Thought he could maybe find Sky.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
That Sky can return to lane safely.
Hey, man, the Malphite's farming.
Was a nice response for Solid Snake.
I'm so proud of
The
him.
Malphite is farming.
From SDM, already getting more value out of the Silas. Healing that Leona ulti, and it's a play that they desperately needed with how this early game had been going, Mark. And it's nice. Punish Cody, who's overstepping a little bit. To his credit,
Dude, Cody.
He was dodging everything, man. Like,
Cody played that well.
But at the end of the day,
He did.
The slow
It was the knock-up into the Bard queue that was a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
Feet, bro. My God. They called them La Farsa for a reason, Chilean Faker. And even on a champion like Annie, he had the sweet, sweet moves to sidestep a lot of those ultimates from Tigres. And now, Estral Esports still not massively ahead in terms of overall gold, but big power spike in the Trinity Force being completed by Ghost just in time for this next Dragon fight. Trinity Force also completed for Solid Snake as well, so Estral should feel confident in taking fights around these two carries.
Yeah, and that's the thing for SDM, and why I like that mid lane play. Play away from the Ezreal. Right now, he is just not somebody you want to be trifling with. That's just the fact. So the fact that they made that play mid lane is great.
There's a Bramble Vest first on Malphite.
Oh my
in this
God.
matchup? Oh, dude, he actually is just leaning into being homeless.
Uh-huh.
He wants to be the most homeless top laner you've ever seen.
Spading out the magical journey from Ichiwin.
To this point, unprecedented levels of homelessness.
Yeah.
Our picture showing that Shintal and Johnny were in a battle to the death.
I mean, he can maybe use that ultimate here under turret. Yeah, he can get that. He can get the wave.
Yeah.
Great patience and being able to withstand the storm, even though
Okay.
he's down.
Malphite's farming.
He's able to handle himself against Johnny's Jax.
Yeah, but part of it is too that Johnny has to restrain himself, because yeah, you can tower dive the Malphite, and there's a good chance he'll get the kill, but he'll trade. Because I remember this is 2025. Turrets do a lot of damage, and that unstoppable.
We not taking that flower there, Cody, or is that a bug?
Yep.
All right, we got it.
Thank goodness.
About 50 seconds away from
I need the dopamine of hitting the flowers, even if it does mean I take a couple extra minion autos in the end.
The fact that they were able to pick up the
No,
Not
that's
good
fair.
enough for that to matter.
I respect that.
Give me the
objective feat.
Give me the power.
Anytime soon. Might be a win condition that they can still play for. A Solid Snake is not able to stop the recall in time. Ichiwin is going to take a long road
Honestly,
back
I do
across the
think
map, but because Vidas does not
in the
have
last
the
like
supports
couple of
that
years
the
at
majority of
least,
this
Otacon
wave
is probably my
play goes
favorite
into Ghost's spot.
addition to the game.
Even the True Shot Barrage might try and stop any bases.
I think it's just been so cool.
Or just put some damage on the sky.
I think in the past couple of years, I think Otacon's probably my
Does not find anything
my
as long as
favorite
they're able to
addition
dodge
to the
and
game.
power that clone.
Yeah, it was an ambitious Bard ultimate.
Because I feel like just seeing it in pro play at least has just been just so fun.
This is the better play.
Looking for Cody.
Oh!
Ooh!
He's dead! He's dead! He's dead!
Oh
he's
my
dead!
God!
Cody, what was
Disaster.
A nice way to survive the dive.
I think Otacon's a little bit too OP.
That's probably true. It probably does need a nerf. I have really enjoyed it forcing
He's just looking for the turret kill.
all the fights that it has, and
Yeah.
Does not have the
you know, I think
I
it's
am with you there.
yeah, I think it's probably been good as in like a spectator way. They do need to balance it a little more.
That is a free dragon in Astral's hands.
Yeah, and Sky gonna help try and even the odds with the play top side. Oh my God! Imagine moving.
I was wondering if Sky was going to hold on to the mouth.
He dies
that
to
was
the
a redemption
redemption.
kill? That's
God damn it!
crazy. I thought that was a bug. I was like, "There's no."
Oh
way
my
he
God.
can
Win.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. This game has everything.
It's got it all.
Dude, we need like Bill Hader doing Esteban.
This promotion tournament has everything.
All right, well, the first stolen.
What more could you want?
It's not even a kill secured. As this play,
Cheating
my
scandals.
goodness. I'm just gonna say.
Cosplays.
Cream.
Autofilled
if you're
subs.
Over in top esports prepping for worlds.
Trying to think. Some of them are like so clever because like he'll like have like a repeat in there.
Yeah.
What's the repeat? Owners crashing out, you know?
Yeah.
Look for this Rift Herald, as they have quite the advantage on multiple of their carries with the Trinity Force spikes. Ghost forcing Ichiwin to flee the scene with that magical journey. And they're going to instantly pop the Rift Herald and look for the tier 1 turret in the mid lane.
And they will most likely succeed because really there's no recourse for SDM Tigres.
Oh, good shot.
Oh, the timing.
It was late. Oh no. Oh, Mataz. Well played, Mataz.
That was good, yeah.
Or Mataz, yeah. Mataz played that well. Mataz played that well. Oh, it's bad. No TP Malphite.
Tigres finally show their first signs of life in this best of 5 as they look to chase down Ghost and win some.
finally seeing the teeth of the Tigres as they respond with a nice play, a 2-for-1.
I think the Malphite started to walk up and then just turned around.
Being able to pick up some kills is monumental for them with how this game has been going. This is by no means they're out of the woods just yet. They still need to do something about Ghost. He is 2K up on Budas now, which, while Jin is often said to be more utility, 80 carry, this kind of a deficit, still really difficult to deal with.
It puts a stopper to Estral's overall acceleration in this game. Credit to Ghost, he managed to escape and not put himself in a position that would have costed his life as well. Otherwise, that would have been massive shutdown bounties going over to the Tigres. Ghost still deathless on this Ezreal, scaling on up, almost fully stacked on that Manamune to complete it into a Muramana as well. Once that happens, Estral, as long as you can just create space for this Ezreal to get poked down before objectives or just let him thrive, he will bring Estral to victory every single time.
And that's the critical point. Again, a lot of SDM success is usually when Ghost is not involved, but we're getting closer to that time where, all right, pretty much everyone is going to be involved in these team fights, and they don't yet have an answer for this Ezreal. So unless they're able to isolate him or Ghost makes a mistake, every 5v5, it really should just go the way of Estral, unless Sky is able to get a huge stolen Malphite ult.
Well, Malphite's in the area for the play this time.
This is a good setup, though.
It is.
For the Tigres. They didn't have Silas, but if Malphite gives away the ult, then I think it's a... Because, like, if I'm Sky right now, we're getting to the point where I guess Otacon or Dragon's coming up. Like, this is the time where you yoink the Malphite ult.
Yeah.
Because it's a big one.
Immediately move to get that mid-wave moving, forcing Sky to respond, but ultimately, SDM...
Dude, I just cannot believe I see a plated steel caps and a Thornmail in the inventory and nothing else. The dog of all dogs.
Yeah. He knows what he's here for.
Strong Ghost is and how he'll likely have finished stacking his Muramana, the damage really isn't going to be there.
Trying to get ready now for the third dragon of the game here, spawning in 40 seconds. Winsome is the first member of Estral to at least walk through the topside river, but Solid Snake finds an angle on
Winsome? Good find, Winsome.
Huge.
Good find, Winsome.
I was.
Tries to flash away from the bear that is
oh, wait, he gets some. Wait, Sky just wasted Malphite ult. I mean, it might have gotten him out, but that's huge.
Yeah.
Because you don't get you don't get Malphite ult for a while now. You don't have it for the big fights coming up. Dude, this is actually
that's substantial. Yeah.
Holy fuck, this is actually a 3-0. That is hilarious.
By Estral Esports. Because now, yeah, we see some trades across the map. This is going to be a nice amount of gold for that tier 2, but it's just a really great play from Estral to get those kills. You still continue the Drake stacking with this Infernal Dragon as well, and you really limit the avenues SDM have to play this game.
It's still only a 2,000 gold advantage on Estral Esports, not totally unrecoverable from Tigres, but man, this fight so good by the side of Estral Esports.
It was a great catch out. Solid Snake flashing for that ultimate, knowing that they had an angle to get a huge fight win right before the dragon. And honestly, Shittal,
yeah, wasting that so...
Yeah, that's actually like
so bad.
I think that matters coming in here.
That's right. It's not just about sending a message, it's mental victories right there. Getting someone who, for the latter part of his career, has mostly been doing content creation and streaming for Estral Esports, forced to step into a situation that is not ideal for anyone.
No.
Oh my god.
Scenario, being given the tools to succeed and provide everything for Estral to succeed, as Sky goes in with the Cyclone as the backline, but they can't.
Oh my god.
The Malphite! The Malphite! Get him a triple!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Continuing to snowball out of control, and the Tigres are losing any hopes in this final game.
Yes, Johnny is trying to get this wave pushed in, but it's not going to be nearly enough to combat what they have lost. And Mark, we have a growing problem here for SDM. It's Shintal. Who is going to ever kill this Malphite? He already has too much armor for Virus to deal with. Like, who else is there? Sky? No shot.
Definitely not with how the game has progressed.
The free Otacon.
And who would have thunk?
Good
that
lord.
This would have been the...
This was not the 3-0 I was expecting to see today.
No, and I did say it would like 3-0 or 3-1, but I guess I didn't specify which team.
I guess you were correct.
Yeah,
Given the short time
rock solid, rock solid.
Shintal, get him up to speed and
Oh my god.
he is rock solid.
that he can be
I can't believe what I'm watching.
No.
Sincerely. This is shocking.
Yeah.
That Istral need him to. They have found so far a winning formula that has allowed the Eagles of Astral Esports to fly above.
This is sincerely shocking.
We are
It is.
basically moments away. Maybe a couple fight or two, a Baron being secured, and it's Astral advancing to face Luminosity in the lower final.
That's right. It's really
Dude, I'm be honest, man. If you can't carry these games against an autofill top lane, I mean, the top lane might be the problem, but
game already you can see Johnny.
man, we gotta make our presence felt if we're getting leads like this.
Yeah.
Keep stacking up the armor, and on the other side, Astral, they have so much power to work with here. You said it, Mark. One good fight, the game is over.
Oh boy.
Right on top of Ichu, and that's the first death on the
Good
top side of the map.
lord.
Shintal is
Are they about to win before Baron spawns?
recall.
Dude, Shintal knows ball.
This tier 3
He knows his job, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Used a nice amount of ultimates there. I think Cyclone still might be available for Solid Snake as Mataz goes.
Dude, I should never have disrespected Bon Chili and her. And
Oh my
her
god, he
game.
TP'd.
Shut down Cody, but Shintal is ready to rock and roll as he teleports in.
The rock has arrived.
But Astral called
If he pressed R on Virus there, they get a kill for sure.
Yeah.
He's level 14 Malphite.
The template of every
Alright, kind of a waste of TP.
Ghost, who's basically full health, not even counting the red buff. He was almost full health the entire fight. Is the person you need to be looking at, and they are just never in a position to touch this guy.
Yes, still a 4,000 gold advantage for Astral Esports. Tigres taking a look back at the replay now.
There isn't really much to say. Watch Ghost. He lost a little bit of health. I think it was a turret shot actually that did the damage to him. And as long as nobody's touching this Ezreal, who's so far ahead, you'll lose every fight as SDM, guaranteed.
Oh my goodness, he's got a Shojin already.
Oh no.
23 minutes.
Of course.
Virus is called out, forced to flash and cleanse away.
That's chill.
Uses the magical journey. He escapes too. Istral just getting ready for the next dragon of the game. Not their soul.
The Tigres have only taken one dragon, by the way, today.
Yeah.
Are not able to respond, and given how
They've just been like thoroughly outplayed.
They are at 2 items for the most part across all 4 of their carries.
Dude, I don't think Astral's owner is ever gonna think of like top lane matters again after this.
Too far behind for comfort as they're just trying to
He just
stay in the
can't.
game as long as possible.
The only saving grace is the fact that they got the first dragon, meaning that this is not the soul for Astral. They'll play elsewhere. Ignore this bottom side part of the map. It is not yours. You will not get this dragon. What can you get in exchange? That's really what they have to ask themselves.
Johnny is setting up a split push on the top side. Mataz is going to help defend it as he shadows him on the top side of the map. Goes for a quick Gromp kill. Astral will secure their 3rd dragon of the game. Baron has now spawned, and there's an opportunity for Astral to set up aggressive vision on the top jungle quadrant, but Winsome is already there trying to scope out any wards that have been placed down.
Already a ward.
Dude, I've never seen.
In the Baron pit.
Agents are probably trying to get this VOD deleted from history that are representing top laners globally right now.
Baron take very slow.
Like we have to eliminate this. This is going to be so bad.
Yeah. Agents should delete the VOD.
Tell no one about this series.
Probably just not enough for Tigres to have a comfortable position to contest Astral if they just decide to rip the Baron.
What do you mean I need 5 players to fill the team?
Up against Johnny and the rest of Tigres trying to respond. The Solid Snake and Ghost are already here. They're going to find Bataz. Instant pull on the Cyclone. Crescent Guard answers.
Oh my god.
He just gets eviscerated. Yeah, Ghost is pumping way too much. as Tigres lose out on their jungler. And with
I really felt like
he might be caught
what
up
I
on
watched
the
today would just be the
Stun
team's
from
inverse.
Flair. The tempered fate
Yeah.
is out the play from now, and it might just be enough for Johnny to be able to leap strike back to safety. Magical journey from Ichiwin gets him and Sky
Like
out.
that's what I was expecting as well. You know, just Tigre being ahead at every point, like just in control the whole time. But no. No. We have auto-filled top laner down. Oh god, what is that? 60 CS? 70 CS? Yeah.
Again.
But he's getting active. You know, he's getting useful. Oh god.
Will find Ichiwin. Immediate pull on the trigger with the unstoppable force. That's the support gone for the Tigres. 5 versus 4 advantage. Flash from Cody. Looks for the stun.
Oh my god.
Get Annied.
And follows it up with the Q tag.
Rivalize Annie, baby.
Does go down.
That's
It
what we
is
call Summoner Bear.
disgusting.
That's what we call Summoner Bear right there.
Yeah, this time they will get it 100%. Barring a miracle steal from Mataz, there really is no response to be had here. Sky is split pushing on the other side. Should be able to get that tier 2, as I think it was low when he got there, but even with the objective bounty, it is just not enough gold to make
Jesus.
up for the difficulties SDM faced this game.
Baron is secured for Istral Esports, and not even a cheeky redemption will get a chance to steal it away.
God, I think I'm starting to believe.
Around with Mataz in his own jungle, tries to deny the red buff away. Ichiwin
Maybe Estral can take some games off Luminosity.
I don't think Fake God's gonna get 3-0'd by this.
No, it shouldn't. It would be insane.
I have utmost confidence in that.
You were there for the team. Rock solid, baby.
Like, I'm helping.
Maybe they'll get one. Maybe
yeah.
one.
I'm here, guys. That's tough. Not the greatest use of TP, but we're at a point where it doesn't matter, Mark. Pretty sure Shintal, the way Estral loses game,
top lane
Ghost has to tell his teammates.
It's so funny to like seeing like Zothby tweet this out about top lane because
Yeah.
like him and Johnny were the 2 spammers from the region in Champs Queue.
That's it. And I think we really got to give some props to Estral because
I don't think Johnny was ever that great of a player, sadly. And I do think that he was like the support gap has been massive this series too. It has.
Yes.
We've been very focused on the top gap. There have been gaps everywhere for the Tigres.
Not only be on the cusp.
Oh god.
My god.
He wasted it again.
The fight alts we used were fucking terrible, man. We picked Cywis in that Malphite and didn't use
And
the ult
wasted
for a
it.
team fight once. Like, go die and actually use that ult for something useful. Yes, Johnny.
Looks for an opportunistic play. He knows that the ghost
No.
is separated from
No.
the
Can't
Well.
do it.
There's no unstoppable force.
Oh, wait.
Oh my god, he's alive.
It still wasn't good enough, Johnny. That play wasn't there.
Barely going to survive, as now he turns tail onto Ichiwin, knowing that this bar can't do
Oh my
absolutely
god.
nothing. Estral Esports, not even a glimpse in their defensive formation could be enough for the Tigres to exploit it. And Estral Esports are going to close out this series in
Oh my
fantastic
god.
style.
LRN playoffs be damned. SDM Tigres winning the split be damned. Here and now, Estral will kick them out of the tournament.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. He missed the R.
As he has one last ball.
Iconic. Dude, Shintal's like, fuck, I gotta play again tomorrow?
He's like, shit, I gotta keep playing this?
I gotta keep playing? I can't stream?
What a timeline to
Oh my god.
What the hell?
look at that. Shintalex.
Oh my god.
Oh
Get
man.
that man out so we celebrate with the team.
Right? Get him on a plane immediately.
Gratifying victory for Estral Esports.
It's got to mean so much for the team, the org, and even Shintal, because these circumstances, you know, are unusual. To have to make a sub at this point in the tournament doesn't happen very often, and it was a mid laner, no less, who had to play it out in top lane. But he played out the series well. The team planned very well how they needed to work with him to be able to secure this victory. And I gotta say, everything Estral came into today's series with, I liked it a lot.
God damn, I cannot believe that we just witnessed that.
Right?
Just insane that this is the
I mean, they've got to interview Shintal, right?
that we are staring at the end of this series. It wasn't
Give
even
him a pog. Oh my god.
a couple times that Tigres found some
Dude, him popping off in the cam's
Yeah.
iconic though.
close.
I gotta see that again.
He's
winning the split.
looking for one more kill on the Chambers.
Come on, Shintal.
Estral Esports 3.
He's like, top points easy.
SDM Tigres.
He's like, you guys really
Top
play
point
this
is
shit
easy.
role?
Be living in, baby.
I'm down 60 CS. It doesn't matter. What a roll.
This role's so easy.
Props to you. Holy, what an exciting way to overcome the odds.
This really feels like the Astral Esports that we were promised when you look at such a star-studded roster. A team that was expected to sweep all of the LRN, but ended up faltering in the winners and grand finals. So in this tournament too, they've had their fair share of struggles. But the fact that in this series here and now, even with this sub, they're able to secure this win, get themselves a date with Luminosity Gaming. In that
God, I really can't believe they won that.
done into this tournament, and something, as broadcast talent, we just love to
Is it official that the Silas counter is bait? Well, when you don't use a single Malphite all to actually do the one thing that you want to do in team fight, yes.
It
I
is
don't know.
deserved all around. Everyone
Cody,
from
I'm gonna say
Like what Summit did to APA? Oh my god.
Oh
out
god.
of his mind
Yeah.
on such
My-
a straightforward
My top laner is just an R1 trick.
including myself, have disrespect.
I mean, SDM 3-0'd this team in the finals.
Yeah.
And then they just 3-0'd them with an autofilled top laner. That is fucking
because
hilarious.
you think, okay, you just have one job, flash forward and stun. But then
Like, that is just
play style
hilarious.
Very binary and it's very straightforward.
Like,
enough
just
for
wild.
to outplay it. But Cody just being able to rely on pure mechanical footwork in situations where he was able to outplay it and still provide enough contributions to set up his team for success. We know that how this series started, it was with him pulling out the Vayne mid.
Yeah, that was great.
And now,
I mean, the Vayne mid was a good tempo setter, honestly.
Yes, it was.
It's him being able to trust in the rest of his team to carry it through, and Shintal, bro.
Like, the drafts were good.
I am such a fan of this guy, even when it was first announced that Shintal
They
was
looked
having to come
good.
in, and the brief dive into his streamer content creation history. I was like, this guy has such immaculate vibes. Yes, yes.
Look at him. You love to see it. Good for him, honestly. These are not ideal circumstances.
Spin!
This is his second
Dude, what a badass.
Yeah.
Honestly, what a badass.
And so he
did
deserves
more
all
damage.
excitement for contributing in no small part to his team's success.
He did more damage than the Jhin.
Absolute cinema.
Dude,
I know
Truly.
that word gets tossed around. a
the
lot of
Tigres
times,
going 0-6 like that in this tournament, though, and losing to an autofilled top laner, that's some sad shit.
It is.
that's kind of sad.
Well, at least I have. I've been trying to tone it down a lot more because it, it's like cake. You can't just eat it all the time, otherwise it loses its value. But this was purely absolute cinema. 3-0 sweep from Astral Esports with Shintal coming in when it was their darkest hour, and he played to what the team needed him to do, and that's all you can ask for someone who has yet to have that kind of
Insane.
competitive stage experience.
Never doubting myself again, Bon Chili.
Yeah, of course. Like, top to bottom, you got to give a lot of praise to everyone on the side of Astral, who, again, really feel
Dude, actual unreal ball knower.
for the first time. Not just 5 very skilled individual players, but, a cohesive unit. Something I know Mazel says a lot, and I think is
Knows
terrific for what
unprecedented
this
levels
team
of ball.
has done. Something that you're really excited to see.
I'm sorry I respected your game, Bon Chili. I did not know you do ball like that.
Solid Snake, Cody.
My bad, I didn't know you were chill like that.
And of course, Shintal played it so well.
Leona
this
almost
series,
matched Jack's
despite
damage.
It being against our expectations.
Yeah,
Top
I mean,
great
you were
to watch.
1v2 for a bit of that game as Johnny, and you are playing in melee, and the map was definitely on fire.
I think
Mid was a
everyone on our
problem.
broadcast team
Christ almighty.
realistically had favored Tigres going into this best of 5. We had floated the idea of like, it would be funny if we just said, oh yeah, Astral might win a game or they might win this series, who knows? But 3-0? That wasn't on my bingo card here on my right hand side next to the red button to beat down, and it just goes to show that this was truly a flip of the script history has been rewritten here. And for Estral Esports,
Ghost is the MVP for sure. There was definitely a bot gap.
of the series, being able to pump out the damage, but also cannot give enough credit over to the team and being able to provide him with the foundation and the keys to succeed.
Buddy, when they gave him those keys, he drove it all the way to the enemy nexus because it has been a really good series for Ghost. Definitely deserves his flowers. Winsome, I think overall, him and Ghost together really played out those 2v2s really nicely. But when it came to the team fights, Ghost was just playing them out so beautifully.
I mean, when you consider whether it's strong front to back compositions or the dive setups, where if everyone from Estral Esports is overloading the Tigres, then no one can really identify or pick out Ghost individually, because you got to deal with Solid Snake flying in on the Lee Sin. You got to deal with Cody moving around on the vein.
1400 goal difference at 14 is crazy. Yeah, it is.
Gameplay, but you know what? We'll discuss that later. The LeBlanc,
dude,
right.
that is so funny.
We have our interview lined up. I do believe it is with the support of Estral Esports, Winsome.
Aww.
Congratulations, Winsome.
Yeah, Winsome.
What a crazy outcome, given the circumstances and everything. But man, you guys made it work. My first question for you, Winsome, is what was it like working with Chantal and getting him up to speed with you guys?
Well, honestly, our team situation was not that good, to be honest. But we try our best to what can he do, like find the solution as a team. Maybe that's kind of magic is working, I guess.
I mean, we joked on the broadcast that, hey, anytime you have someone that comes in with not as much competitive experience, just give them a Malphite game. And you guys pulled it out.
Hey man, my Malphite is a 60% win rate.
About the Silas getting a matchup into it, but you know, what was the communication?
Gotta love Malphite.
A lot of different.
I do love Malphite. I can't believe you got buffed for Worlds. I think we're gonna see him, unironically.
Honestly, I could see it.
You can live. Yeah. There are gonna be a lot of swaps. You can live in those swaps.
Say something. Our jungle translate for that.
Oh my god.
That's kind of work for me. Yeah, that kind of work for our team. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you have to do translation then to Ghost as well, or
for sure.
Dude, so they're getting your money's worth for it out of you. You gotta work hard and being not just support, but you also gotta relay, be the ambassador for everyone. But Winsome, for next thing that I want to ask you, obviously, now that you guys have found some solutions to work with Chantal in this roster, and you guys have grand aspirations to promote back into Tier 1, when you look at Luminosity as your next opponent, well, what is going through your mind on what you guys need to do? Is there something specific about Luminosity that you feel like you have to prepare for, or is it just more team focus for you guys?
Well, I think for me, I got a lot of confidence after today's match, so I'm really confident for tomorrow match as well. Also enemy is good, Luminosity, but I think if we play ourselves, I think we can win against them.
Yeah. And just reflecting on your journey with this roster since it was put together at the beginning of Split 2 for LRN, how do you feel like this team has evolved, or aside from the roster change as well?
Dude, I saw that post patch.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Funny. That was really funny.
That's such a good tweet.
We can, try our best, and then I think it's gonna work. It's gonna work or not, but at least for me, I don't want to get regret for the.
Oh god, their whole Twitter account is funny.
Oh yeah.
Again, Winsome, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on an amazing 3-0 victory. Finally being able to take down the Tigres and I got your number in playoffs, but now you get to be on the other end of it for the stakes that actually matter and fighting for a chance for LCS next year. Before I let you go, any last shout-outs, any thanks that you would like to give?
Shout out our fans. They still watching for us, so thank you so much. And then, we will keep you guys make it laugh. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Fair enough. Thank you again so much, Winsome. Good luck.
Yeah.
Man, what a series.
God damn.
Oh, well. Here we are, beatdown. Estral, 3-0. Tigres. The last team representing LRN now going forward into Luminosity in the lower finals. Crazy timeline.
I mean, after the Tigres played against LG, I did think that they were not playing well.
NACL matchup that
Yeah.
I was expecting, all things considered.
This is the last result I expected today.
Tigres would get
I did not expect a Disguise 3-0 yesterday, and I did not expect an Estral Esports 3-0 today. The Disguise 3-0 makes a little bit more sense yesterday.
Yeah.
I guess the Tigres were just that bad in this event.
Proud in their
I
series
guess,
against
yeah.
Luminosity Gaming. So after a performance like this, maybe they can actually.
Dude, wait. Someone made a really funny tweet about that. I don't know if I'm gonna retweet this one, but Leo had a banger that you guys might appreciate.
Luminosity Gaming are rebounding their own.
Put that in chat.
Getting 3-0 in the upper final. And normally beatdown, I'm always nervous.
Oh, that is a pretty good one.
That got blasted because then they get locked in even further, and they usually become even more terrifying to deal with. So every challenge for Estral Esports is going to become even grander than the next. But this is the last LRN team. This is the heart of Latin America now resting on the lines on Estral Esports to see if they can make the Cinderella run into LCS 2026 season. But beat down. That concludes our broadcast for today. Estral Esports taking the big over. Before we go, last words from you. I know you mentioned this was your last time on broadcast here for the promotion.
3-0'd!
3-0'd.
Such a surprising series here.
Yeah, that was a crazy series.
Shout out NACL fans. I'm still gonna be watching. And we're broadcasting the finals. That could be fun, guys.
It's always budget you, buddy.
Yes.
Brothers in cake. Handshake emoji.
Brothers in cake. Oh man.
Yeah, so real. Also, shout out to our production staff and crew for keeping us rolling and keeping us updated and informed as we went through a few tech pauses today. Thankfully, it wasn't server issue.
Got out so early.
And you know what? I'll take that.
I can watch the Giants get destroyed by the Eagles.
Absolutely. On behalf of the broadcast.
Yeah, I got a lot of fantasy stock in that game today, as I own AJ Brown in 2 leagues and Saquon Barkley in 1.
Ooh.
And I'm only in 2 leagues, so. Yeah, all right. Looks like I'm gonna watch some football later.
I guess
I
so.
gotta get up early tomorrow and to fix my sleep schedule.
That makes sense.
But yeah. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Patch, thanks for joining us. Where can
Yeah.
folks find you, by the way?
Patch Media on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all that stuff. Yeah, thanks for having me on. I had a really great time.
Thanks, man. This was really fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for showing me like one of the docs too. I know that you're looking for work this upcoming off season. Best of luck. Hope you're in a couple combines maybe as well. We might cross paths there. And yeah, thanks, man. This is fun. We'll cross paths soon.
Yeah. Yeah, good talking to you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Patch. You too, man.
Thanks for hanging, guys.